Well, they're excited to have you, man.
I've listened to this for months.
Oh, I appreciate that. You and all 13 other listeners. It's more than that now. Is there anything you don't want to get into? Because we already started. No, I'm joking. No. Is there anything you don't want to get into?
If there is, we'll
we'll cut it out later.
I'll let you know.
That whole trashing your mom part, we're gonna cut out later. Chase, anything we don't want to get into?
We can talk about my mom.
No, we can't. She might listen to this. I don't want to be rude to her.
Who's mom? My mom.
Uri's. Let's get it started. All right, guys, we're back. Welcome to the Ready, Set, Blow podcast, episode 133 for Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. And that third voice is Uri Shatil. Did I say it right?
Hey. Yeah, sure.
Uri, right?
Yeah.
How come you don't go with Uri?
Because that's not my name.
I know, but for the sake of other people. Stop being so selfish.
I let them say it. I let them say whatever, man. Chase hasn't said my name right once in the years I've known him.
Chase hasn't said my name
Because you're my second favorite Jew. That's why.
Who's your favorite? Louis C.K.?
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg's a good Jew. If you're gonna pick a top Jew, that's you don't get much higher than that in the game.
Yeah. How you been, bro?
I've been good, dude.
Yeah,
things been treating me well. I just dropped the first episode of my podcast.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Let me guess. It's a trivia show.
Okay. You into trivia? You into history stuff? You like?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is Jewish. He's educated, dude. He has to be into facts.
That's why it is. Yeah. Every time
it's in his blood.
That's the funny thing is every time something comes up, it's you guys are always like everybody chalks it up to me being Jewish. It's like that's the only thing anybody knows about me. Like I remember one time, like you guys said, we were talking on the podcast about the replacement refs. For the NFL replacement refs, and Randy was like, they were NCAA refs. Now, I was a ref for like half a decade. I was a professional referee.
What sport?
Wrestling. I refed high school wrestling, but I worked with a lot of guys who refed college. And so, like, I know the caliber they are. So I text Randy, and I'm like, those weren't NCAA refs. Those were like, because the NCAA refs union and the NFL refs union have an agreement where they won't scab for each other. So those were just like Foot Locker employees and whatever.
Like you said, like the Lingerie Pro League.
Lingerie Football League.
That's how bad they were.
Yeah, and I sent Randy that text, and then when Randy read it on air, Chase just goes, fucking Jew, making it hurt. I was a referee too, man. I am other stuff.
Well, you've also brought up a lot, but you're not just Jew, aren't you Israeli?
Yeah,
that's
born in Israel.
See, I think the Jew thing is a little bit of a misnomer. It's Israeli because there's like a militant Judaism to that.
Whoa, militant Judaism. You're ascribing a lot to me. No, but I mean it's a nationality Jewish, the nation of Jews. I think part of it too, it doesn't help that every time I go on stage, the first words out of my mouth are "I'm a Jew."
I would agree.
And you say it with the kind of fervor of a white nationalist. The tone in his voice about himself in that comment.
I'm a Jew, and I will not replace
it's very much like I'm a Jew. You say it like get in the oven.
Jesus. Jesus, Randy.
I know. I went over the top.
That was about 3 minutes in.
I came with the overhead right. No jabs. Just over.
Usually warms up to about 24 minutes. He'll say something outlandish, but
say some foolish shit out loud.
What are you, Dominican? We can get into that too, man.
Oh, yes, we can.
He doesn't usually get into his Dominican side, which I'm.
Now
now it's starting to come.
He isn't rolling you a cigar usually.
I know, right? I mean, cutting his hair, edging him up nice.
Because I make it
with a razor blade.
Because I purposely make an effort to make sure people know that he's half right.
I've said it on the podcast before. I was like, I might not be right, but I'm never wrong.
Sure, that's
it's kind of the way I put it. I might not be all the way there, but I'm not wrong.
He's not.
That is true.
I'm not right.
I think you are a smarter dude than you come off as. Because I was listening to the pod a few weeks ago, and you dropped some like $10 adjective I need to like look up, and like you're clearly listening to. You're not a dumb guy. You just kind of sound like it,
No, I'm not like not unintelligent. I'm a foolish guy. I should know better, and I don't. I should know better. But that's the thing. I'm it's really what it is. Like I'm an intelligent guy. I have the ability to learn. Obviously, I got education, but like
you still do.
But clearly,
shit.
I don't. It's not turning into wisdom at all. It's just turning into a series of experiences that I accumulate and learn nothing from.
I kind of envy you. I envy that you can do that.
What What about me? Anything you want to say about me?
Nah, you are the exact level of intelligence that you put out there.
I don't know how I should take that right now.
I know, it's fucked up. No, you do make a good point. Like, because, we're talking about me being Dominican. I realized yesterday, because I did that show, that Breaking Ball show with Don.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The guys out in Swamp. It was fun. You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
But, I realized how little... I mean, I do talk about things that happen in my life, but I realize how little anyone is asking me questions on this thing. Because I just deflect and immediately ask them a question. Like, I take it away from me. So, nobody... I don't talk about, I don't talk that much. You've listened before.
Yeah.
I don't talk that much about myself. I mean, I have things that have happened in my life, but, no one knows my background, what I do for work.
Do you want to? Do you want to get more into do you want to do the Mark Maron thing where you go on this emotional journey as you interview people?
I like interviewing other people. It was just weird to be interviewed in return. It's like, I gotta answer this shit. I can't just change the subject.
Yeah.
So they were it was kind of they were interviewing you.
Yeah, they were asking why, how I got into comedy, why I left
who you are,
the job,
That's cool.
what I've been up to. So it's just questions that I've answered here and there, but never
directly.
No one's ever sat down tried to get in my head on air before.
No one really. What he's trying to say,
no
one really cared.
No one gives a shit about Randy. Yeah.
So let's stop focusing on what's not important, guys. Let's focus on what is important. Me.
I will say
that old saying.
I will say I do because I do love answering. I'm a total narcissist. I think 'cause I love being asked questions and shit. But I went on Troy. You guys had Troy on last week. I went on his radio show down in Bridgewater.
I've been trying to get on that. I keep missing him.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I love jazz too.
I asked him. I was like, "Aren't you gonna interview me?" At one point, he's like, "Aren't you gonna ask me questions about And he was like, "No, what the hell?"
So what's the point of the? What does he do?
You play smooth jazz music, and then you just chit chat over it for 2 hours. And you just are broadcasting it straight on the airwaves.
Then you fuck after.
We fucked before.
That's how Chase works. That's Chase's MO right there. You light some candles, put on Teddy Pendergrass.
You know my routine.
And then you put 2 fingers in her butt.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen
my routine.
You've seen
Troy. My routine, Randy. Your needs. I literally. There was one girl that I was hanging out at the studio the other night. They had the. Comedy Central, this Comedy Central audition or something for Comedy Central. And,
Next Up, whatever it is.
Yeah, and then Corey Rodriguez called me and was like, "Hey, come on down," because I was not really, I was kind of out of it. I was at home. He was like, "Yeah, come on down," and then he was talking to 2 women that was at the show, and I swear to God, Uri, this girl looked at me. She was like, "You look like you light candles and play music before you have sex." She read that off me. She got
that read?
Yeah, she got that read, and I was wearing all black. I don't know how she was able to.
That's it's in your face, Chase.
Yeah,
I would agree. But I mean, look, hey, she called you a romantic. There are worse things. Although I will say nowadays being a romantic is kind of borderline. A fucking
creepy?
sexual offense. Yeah, it is.
Creepy to light some candles?
Yeah, if you're a sexual guy.
I love when Chase lights the candles before we fuck, man.
Thank you. A Jew and a black, you're really coming together.
You guys are bridging the racial divide. That is funny.
We are connected, though.
Yeah, East Africa.
Yeah, we are connected.
You can walk to each other's homes, technically.
Yeah.
It took us 40 years last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like there is a weird thing about, there really isn't that Rico Suave, James Bond guy. That ship has sailed. That guy is gone right now, huh?
What, you think he's just a creep?
Well, I think the overly sexual romantic guy. I feel like that's.
Well, I mean, it depends on context. I've been with my girl for 4 years. If I
great girl, nice woman.
Oh, thanks, Chase.
Great though. Good girl.
I don't know what. All right,
she's fantastic.
I'm taking face value.
That was just good comedic timing. Because all that was. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm
Chase won that round.
Thank you, Chase.
No, she is. She supports. I see her. She always comes to your shows.
She does support the Briar a lot.
She does listen to podcasts. From what she told me, I like our podcast from time to time. And she's very, she has a good spirit. She's always she's not she's a good girl, man.
Dude, I love her.
That's all I'm saying.
She's great.
Yeah, he was being legitimate about that.
But I'm saying all right, I've been with her for 4 years. So if I put on a suit and do some romantic shit, there's nothing creepy about that. But if you go down to the bar and try to get some stranger into your Lexus, that's a little, you know.
If you're hanging out at the bar in a purple velvet cape.
Hey, my cape is fine. All right, Randy.
Unless you go into a live action role playing game.
Are you like a Rico Suave type of dude?
Yeah,
like,
you were super romantic guy.
Every single time you've ever seen me, I've been wearing a plain white V-neck T-shirt. So that should answer the question.
I guess my dick fucking hard. I don't know about you guys.
You're
hard of the dog. For the listeners at home, the dog is at a boner for the last half hour.
Yeah, we got read out right now.
Yeah, it's been tripping me out.
He's been reading my my emotional side. You know?
Uri's never seen a dog boner, which is fucking bizarre.
Yeah, not straight on like that. Not like at me.
He wasn't plunging it in your mouth, was he?
I was kind of hoping. No.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not sucking dog dicks on here, man.
Podcast first. Uri blowing a dog. I wonder if we get canceled for that. If that's like a bestiality charge.
Yeah, that's a crime.
It's funny, they protect the dogs. What about the people?
What about they protected Jussie Smollett, man? Charges dropped.
I know, dude. Well, that's a whole conspiracy now. They're all calling for the head of the state attorney, or the state prosecutor.
Yeah, they'll probably release. I was reading what the Illinois Prosecutors Bar Association, they put out a statement that basically said nothing about the dropping of the charges was normal procedure at all. And they were misleading the public, telling the public that it was normal procedure.
You think she got paid off?
And I have no idea what it was, man.
There was a thing I heard earlier today that, and this is all just
conjecture.
That Obama's assistant had connections, and because he has ties to Chicago, and he made some strings and pulled some strings to get him off, but who knows if that's true.
Obama and Smollett. That's a deep conspiracy.
I go back to keep saying, I didn't know this motherfucker had this much yank. Jussie Smollett was fucking delisted. I didn't know who he was until this scandal.
Oh, no, nobody did, man. The whole thing
people did. But apparently he's got enough pull in fucking Chicago to get cases dropped.
Let me.
You know what I'm saying? He's got more pull than fucking R. Kelly does in Chicago right now.
Well, I think, in fairness to that, I think
fairness to R. Kelly.
In fairness to R. Kelly, I'm trying to proceed as more of a devil advocate as a person going forward in my life.
R. Kelly's advocate.
Yeah, well, not directly.
Let's not go crazy.
Not direct advocate, but I think you have to understand the demographic of people that knew him. You know what I mean? The show that he was on catered to urban, black people.
Sure.
I'm sure white people watched it too, right before interracial porn. But I don't know. It's just if you knew him from TV, cable. But that's what goes to the testament of how
many channels there are. Right?
How many channels there are, right, Randy? We always talk about that. Back in the days, there was only a few channels. We knew who was on TV. Now there's 100 fucking shows that are similar. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone's catering their viewing their viewing to their pleasure so tightly. I actually kind of hate that, dude. I hate I open up my fucking Netflix and it's here's the movies for you.
Oh,
I open up any news app, Apple News app. It's here's your news. It's not my fucking news. It's not my news. Give me the news, dude. Give me the top 10 most important stories that affect the most people.
Just tell me what happened.
Don't tell me, this is what's going on in sports, so you keep clicking on sports.
Don't tell me how to feel
it's an algorithm, right? They kind of go based on an algorithm of how you know that more.
Yeah, whatever article you read, they give you more like it. It's so I'm just going to end up reading the same fucking article. At the end of time, by the time it gets 5 years on the road, I'm just going to get one type of fucking article every day. Because
that's what happens.
Because the algorithm's going to know you better and better. It's this is what he likes, and I'm just going to get the same fucking article. It's why am I keep reading this? I want to see something I wouldn't otherwise be interested in.
Right.
You know?
I agree. When you Uri, how long you been doing stand up? You've been doing stand up how long?
I've been really doing it about 2 years.
Cool.
But throughout my between when I was 12 and 2 years ago when I started going, at first I was going 2 years ago is when I started going once a week. And then that ramped up to, making a lifestyle.
More, right.
But between when I was 12 and when I started 2 years ago, I'd probably done stand up 24 times.
So you're 16 now.
Say again?
So you're 16. 14. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I did the story of when I was 12 years old. I did 5 minutes in front of my elementary school at during assembly, And then, like, in high school a few times.
What'd
And
you open
in
with?
college.
My wife's a whore.
Yeah, it was really 5 minutes of,
Whoa.
like, heavy, like, racial stuff, some rape stuff. 12 years old. I was raw at 12,
Just
man.
bringing flames.
That's interesting.
But yeah, 2 years ago was when I realized, and I kind of gradually realized, it was like August 2017, I realized I was trying to balance stand-up and another love of mine, which is grappling. I was doing jiu-jitsu, right? So I was doing jiu-jitsu like 2-3 days a week and doing stand-up 2-3 days a week. And I realized everyone who was nasty at jiu-jitsu was at the gym every single day. Anyone who got any respect in stand-up was out here every single day. And I had to pick one, so I picked the one where I didn't have to get my fucking arm twisted and face like bruised up all the time. And the one that I actually think I might succeed in.
There you go.
But I mean, there's probably a comparison too with the level of discipline that you have to have with like competing and keep doing it with jiu-jitsu.
You got to keep doing
repetition
it.
of it.
You got to
Yeah.
keep doing it. You got to get your ass kicked. Like, you think it feels bad to bomb? Try getting like arm barred by a white belt like 4 times in a row.
Oh man, it's like see like you would Uri so unassuming, like you wouldn't assume he'd be able to fuck you up. Uri would fuck you up. Like I don't know any of that shit, man.
He ain't fucking me up.
I was gonna say, I don't want to fuck Jason.
But no, I respect your skill.
Of course, Chase. If you pull a blade, of course.
A little out of my weight class, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean I respect your skill, but let's I mean.
I'm still black. Was the subtext there?
Yeah, but I
I
can't
respect
really.
your skill, but I'm still
Randy,
black.
I can't really throw a punch. I've probably punched a person in the face like under a dozen times in my entire life.
Yeah, but you know this. All fights end up on the ground, and as a wrestler, you're gonna fucking choke someone to death.
That's the
You know what I mean?
self-defense
Just
strategy.
Yeah, I mean, just take their legs out, and you'll
I've broken up way more fights than I've been in.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah, and I learned an important lesson that after you break up a fight, you got to make sure it stays broken up. Like I was walking. This was several years ago.
You got to make sure you're never there again. I'm not breaking up fights.
As opposed to Randy, he walks away from the fight.
Let the fools kill each other.
Randy, like he'll sense it and he'll just walk away.
I hear gunshots and walk away.
Randy's like, "Oh, Chase, we gotta get out of here." Like,
We're leaving.
No, but I was walking around with this shithead buddy of mine, and it's a stretch to call him a buddy of mine, but he was my roommate for a while, and
well, that was a devolving relationship.
This guy's a shithead. But we walked by some guy he knew, and then he goes up to him and he's like, "Hey, Fernando!" Like shakes him up, whatever. I forget the kid's name, but and he accidentally broke the kid's glasses, and as he did that, it was like a couple of Boston cops pulled up and drove by and leaned out the window and was like, "Is there a problem here?" And I swear to God, this kid
the cops just showed up. Son, get out of here.
This kid says to the cops, he's a boss of police. He goes, "Yeah, this is just like a disagreement between friends. Can you just drive down the street a block?" And these two cops just drive down the street a block, and this kid just punches my buddy in the face. And start getting into it a little bit, and then we break it up. So I'm behind the guy, so I kind of grab him like lift him and pull him away.
Yeah.
And then they go, "I'm cool. We're cool." And then I let him go, and he starts punching him in the face again. That's when I learned the lesson.
Dude, I can't believe that guy had the balls to tell the cops, "Yo, roll on, son."
And they did. It's because
would you ever do that to a cop? Hey, officer, just keep moving.
Are you asking me, Randy?
Yeah.
I usually don't get that option.
I already have a baton in the small of my back at that point.
Cops, I usually don't get that option.
I just a knee on the skull at that point.
This wasn't even. He wasn't even a white kid. He was like a Hispanic kid.
The balls on him,
dude.
dude.
But he said no. The key thing he said was "This is just a disagreement between friends." He was like, "We're friends," and the other guy was like, "Yeah, we know each other." And these are Boston cops. Okay, if these two guys know each other, they can punch each other in the face a little bit.
You'd be surprised how in the face of some type of I don't know, I guess reprimand or some shit that you're about to get in trouble for, how different language can get you out of it.
Oh yeah, talking yourself out of some trouble.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I've been able to do that every once in a while. Not too often, but not often enough, unfortunately. Actually, I'm more often than not. I talk myself into trouble. I say some shit I shouldn't have said.
I can see that.
Right.
Some shit falls out of my mouth that I oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have come out.
Yeah. But the cops were like, "Oh, this guy is owning up to
He seems reasonable.
Yeah, exactly.
With an ass like that, he didn't seem drunk. So that's what you assume, right?
Yeah.
He seemed like
They weren't drunk. And I think the key thing was they both acknowledged, like, yes, we know each other.
So who fucked up? Did Fernando get fucked up? Who got fucked up?
Nobody got fucked up, man. There's some weak ass punches. And the other kid, the kid I was with, even said, he was like, yes, it's fucking mosquito bites. He was like mad about it because he didn't get many hits in.
Okay.
But I don't think he really, I don't think he was hurting too bad.
Oh my god! When was the last time you got into a fight?
Oh Jesus, man! Like a fight, like into it.
Yeah.
When I was like a kid, man, it must have been like in high school, and I think I was riding bicycles around like Fenway area with some idiot buddies of mine. And
how old are we talking about here?
Man, like this is the last time I got into got punched in the face, like for real. Was probably like 16, 17, summertime. And we're biking around, and he says something to this group of kids that he probably shouldn't have said. And, they start, like, chasing us around, and they're in, like, sports cars and shit. And we're, like, biking around. And for some reason, I, like, stop at one point because I'm like, I didn't say anything. And these kids just come up to me, and these two of them, and they start talking tough, and then one of them just kind of, it didn't even hurt. He just got me in the back of the jaw, and it was a sucker punch too. I was talking to the one kid in front of me, and this other kid was behind me, and he got me in the back of the jaw, and I was just like, go fuck yourself, and biked away.
How, were you wrestling at this point already?
Yeah, I was a wrestler.
How come you fucked this fool up, son?
There was two of them. And the thing is, and they teach you this in self-defense, like, dude, you don't know what somebody has in their pocket.
Yeah.
So like if there's two kids, what am I gonna do? Take one kid down, the other kid fucking stabs me, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Where was this at?
This was like right in the Fenway area, like that
Tel Aviv,
like the
Golan Heights.
Tel Aviv. I get fucked up fighting some Israeli dudes, man. Israelis are all combat trained, man. You can't.
I know, dude. Those opposites are made out of titanium, son. They didn't tell you that.
Yeah, they are like, Israeli are. Would you say like they're very I want to say combative, but they're
militaristic
in a way.
So people think that our country is divided. Israel has been way more divided for a long time. On the topic of the Arab-Zionist conflict, and it's so like a lot of people are super like militaristic, like this is our land, God granted us this land, but like a lot of people, and this includes most of my family, they absolutely want no part of it. They they want no part of it. They think that most of what the government's done in the last like 20 years has been just a series of missteps and injustices. But they're still conscripted into the army. They're all still in the army.
Everyone has to go, right?
Everyone has to go, man.
What do you do, a year over there? 2 years?
Last I checked, it was 3 years for men, 2 years for women.
Oh, shit.
I think they were talking about changing it to just 3 years for everyone across the board.
And you're a citizen. Are you going to serve over there?
I'm not going to serve because I grew up over here. I went down to the Israeli consulate in Boston, got a letter of cowardice stamped and signed. I don't have to serve in these.
They actually have what they call a letter of cowardice?
No, I call it a letter of cowardice.
That's
Randy.
Israel's gangs, they make you sign a coward letter if you don't go.
Randy, let me tell you something.
I'm a bitch in public. Oh my God.
Randy, you didn't hear when he said he ran away? Like when the kid punched him in the face?
Chase, there were two of these.
Yeah, it was a lot more than two Arabs running around.
You're going to fight two kids?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I've always for me, like, I've always, always, the whole Israeli and the Jewish, the Jewish, I guess, culture and everything has always been interesting to me because I feel like there's so many people that they don't really know, like, exactly, like, how that came about, where it comes from,
the history of it.
The history of it. People always have jokes, Jewish people this, Jewish people that, but it's like,
right.
Do people really, really know like the actual history and essence? And
it kind of goes like the biblical shit, doesn't it? Really,
well,
isn't it really just a fight over some holy land?
Oh well.
At the end of the day.
Depends what you're talking. I mean, you're talking about like the Jewish jokes and stuff. Most of that comes from Jews. Like if you look up, most of that was written by like Woody Allen. If you look up the Wikipedia page for Jewish humor, it's probably one of the funniest things I've ever read. Like there's a Woody Allen joke. He's like, "You guys know what a Reformed Jew is?" Reform Judaism. It's like less strict form of Judaism where like you don't have to keep kosher and stuff. So he's like, he was like, me and my wife, we were married by a Reform rabbi in Brooklyn. He was a very Reform rabbi. He was a Nazi. That's a Woody Allen joke. So
Right.
that's where most of that comes from. But in terms of the Arab Zionist conflict, it goes back to like the late 1800s, but really like the World War I era is when a lot of Jews started immigrating to Israel in bulk, and they started forming up like para-government and paramilitary groups. Like this thing, Israel declared independence in 1948, and there was a war, basically a partition war that started. It really started in 47. So a lot of people think that's where it all started, but I mean there was a civil war in British Mandatory Palestine in the 30s. It's usually called the Arab Revolt.
I mean, it was. I know I learned this at some point and I forgot it, but isn't essentially that Palestinian land was given to displaced Jews?
Yeah,
I mean, is that straight up what happened after the Holocaust? And then it became a beef. Like,
so that's the interesting about land, because like you can own land, right?
Can you hit record on that again, Jay? Someone call me and shut it off.
Shit.
No, it's all right. Doesn't matter.
We're still recording audio. All right. Because here's the thing: you can own land. You can own like a plot of land in Massachusetts, right? And that's your land.
Yeah.
But it's still also part of Massachusetts. So the Jews in the late 19th century and early 20th century, their main tactic was buying land. So way before Israel was, granted
a country,
granted, statehood by the UN or any of that, Jews were just buying land, right? And so
as they're known to do.
Really, no, dude, stuff like that got them in trouble too. Money lending got them in trouble early on. They had to cut that out, but they were buying land, way before 48. So by the time they declared independence, there was all this, the land of Palestine. A lot of it was owned by Jews. A lot of it was owned by Arabs. And then the UN, basically Britain didn't want to deal with it anymore. They were actually not happy about it, but they turned Palestine over to the UN. And the UN Special Committee on Palestine in 1947 submitted a majority decision to create the partition plan. And that sliced out some land for the Jews, the new Jewish state, sliced out other land to be, independent Arab states, and I think gave some to Jordan and Egypt. But before that could ever, be implemented, civil war broke out and Israel conquered a bunch of land. Everything that's...
Which is, like, before Israel became, like, a nation, though, then, like...
What country was part of?
Yeah, before they became a nation, the majority of, like, people in that nation were Palestinians, though.
That's a great question. So actually, by the time 1947 came around, it was... I don't want to say majority or minority, but by the time that the UN made that decision, there were hundreds of thousands of Jews in Israel.
Okay.
But before that, it was part of Britain after World War I. Before that, it was part of the Ottoman Empire, going back like to probably like medieval times. And before that, it changed hands between Crusaders and the Muslim Empire. And
I mean, that little slice of land has been like that.
Oh man, it's horse shit.
The whole Israel, Syria, Lebanon. Like, I mean, these are all really small countries, but that little cradle of civilization has been the fucking pain in the ass for everyone living in this world since Babylon. I don't like it. They keep fighting over a really design, small plot of land, man.
By design.
Yeah.
It's interesting because, like, I kind of like with your history of of Israel, like we kind of Eritreans and Ethiopians have this kind of the same similar experience with because Eritrea and Ethiopia had war for many years over a particular area of land, which is like called Massawa, which is on the port of the Red Sea.
Yeah.
So
access to water,
right, Randy? So you know what that means.
Yeah, motherfuckers will kill you for water. I mean, like it's to be able to ship in and out.
Shipping and out, money, man, comes out.
Exactly.
So it's
how long have they been fighting,
dude? I mean. I would go.
They finished in '92. That's how long they've been fighting.
But there's always still.
I thought there's still.
No, there's
flare-ups.
There's still flare-ups. Yeah. I mean, independence. We got independence. If I'm not mistaken, I know I'm going to get fucking crucified. I want to say '93 was our official independence. But there's always flare-ups, as you know, like in those regions and shit. But
Chase, we do the crucifixion.
The thing with. There's a connection also with Israel and Ethiopia. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like, I have an uncle that's a Jew. Ethiopian
There's a lot of Jews in East Africa.
And a lot of Eritreans in refugees and Ethiopians are in Israel as well.
There was a ton of them in Lebanon when I went out there too. There was a bunch of Lebanon too. Huge Ethiopian community.
Yeah, and it's just interesting to me that connection. You know, there's something there.
Jews, man.
When's the last time you've been back?
Probably like last fall, like not this most recent fall, but one before that. I went back with my dad. See some family. We also were shopping around. We had this idea.
Dad's the man, by the way.
You met my... Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
the Shatils come to the...
You fucked my dad
Oh,
before.
yeah, dude. That's right. That was like the first show you ever did or something. And Chase was fucking talking to the crowd. He's like, I don't know what you get into about like some weird relationship stuff. And he goes like, oh, wait, you're his dad? Oh, what's up?
I don't know what's going on.
He was 5 minutes into a bunch of bullshit. And like, oh, no.
Oh, he was great.
But
he had an accent, though. Yeah, he still has the accent.
Yeah, they got an accent.
But he's been there for many years, though.
Yeah, well, since like 94. But like my dad was like in his 20s or 30s by the time he left.
Oh, okay.
No, you're even older than that. But my parents, huge comedy fans.
No shit.
Huge Oh yeah, my mom will like call me up. My mom called me up the other day. Was like, "Have you seen this new special by this guy Joe Rogan? Have you seen this?"
Your mom watched Joe Rogan?
My mom watched the Joe Rogan special. Wanted to talk about it. I hadn't even seen it yet.
Nice, dude.
Big comedy fan.
I think he's gonna be famous. It's like, yeah, he's pretty fucking famous. Joe Rogan, I would say, made it.
Well, then I told her, I was like, "Do you remember the Man Show?" And she was like, "Oh, I hated the Man Show."
Your mom watched the Man Show. That's great.
No, she just remembers. She like that was the one thing we weren't allowed to watch on TV growing up.
Okay.
That's why I'm such a big comedy fan. Is because we just growing up, I just watched Comedy Central all day.
Yeah,
all day.
Who were your faves?
To this day, it's Dave Chappelle.
Oh, of course.
And then
I've heard of him.
coming up.
His name's out there.
Coming up was Louis. Oops.
Right.
And then Ray Romano. His stand-up special.
Why you say oops? Why you say oops?
Louis.
Yeah,
he's still funny.
Like
He's still funny.
Yeah, it's like
He's still funny. It's not like he's not funny.
No, I know what you're saying. It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a joke on how you're not supposed to say that.
And the name of the show on Happy Show.
I missed that. Sorry.
Ray Romano's stand-up special is the reason I jerked off for the first time. It was
that's crazy.
Ray Romano had a bit about using soap in the shower where he goes, "Soap is such a slut," and he talks about doing that. And then I went in the shower and I learned something about myself.
Wow. Yeah, most people learn about jerking off from pornography. You learn from comedy.
From Ray Romano.
From Ray Romano. All disgusting.
So you know for the next 3 days every time I beat off in my head, I'm going to get some Ray Romano.
While you beat off, and go look up Ray Romano's Comedy Central hour from 2000.
I want to. Wow, if Ray Romano gave you the energy to jerk off, I wonder what Amy Schumer would do to you.
Right?
Oh man.
Yeah, make me vomit.
Amy Schumer is the reason I put a dildo in my butt for the first time.
Oh wow, that's extreme. I mean, she doesn't. Dude, that's fucking crazy. I need to learn about about a jerk off technique from comedy.
Yeah, it was a pretty good special. He's not even
I would say it's life changing for you. I would say you took something from it that will stay with you for the rest of your life.
See, I don't think Randy can relate because he's not really emotionally webbed to like. So, I don't think he's gonna be out of nostalgia.
I don't do nostalgia. It's like oh yeah, that time that was before now. Like
now you don't do nostalgia.
I mean, I do a little bit, but I try not to hang on, dude. Because I mean, that's like I'm so wrapped up in worrying about what's coming next. I don't have time to worry about what just happened. But I feel like in some ways it's bad because like you do want to like, I do appreciate old times and things that we did, and I do like reminiscing, but I don't have the I lack a little bit of empathy and like, oh, we're still wrapped up in this. Like that shit happened last year. So like I don't long for like ex-lovers. I don't cry. Like
nostalgia is a toxic impulse.
Yeah,
that's what John Hodgman says.
Oh wow, that's an interesting one. The only thing I get nostalgic about is money I used to have that I no longer do.
Yeah, I mean
everything else like fuck it.
Everything you remember it so well, but it's actually it probably wasn't. Even if it was shitty, you'll still remember it well because of nostalgia.
Well, I think we talked about that in this podcast. Like that's what people remember is they remember first impression. They remember overall how it made you feel, like through like the whole experience of having hung out with you, like if you're set or whatever, if you're a performer or you're acting or whatever, musician, and then they remember the end, like the big finish. But no one remembers like all the shit in between, I'm way more. Like I said, I've heard anxiety described as worrying about the future and depression being, regretting the past. I'm much more of an anxiety guy. I'm much more worried about what's coming next than to worry about. Like, well, I can't unfuck that situation. You know, like, I can't,
that's true, man.
I can't get that money back. I can't get that woman back. I can't get that time back. It's all gone.
You gotta own it. Yeah. Accept what you've done wrong.
I'm the opposite.
You're big on looking back.
Yeah. Well, Chase is a
grudge
type of guy. Like
I don't worry about what's coming, man. Like, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. Like, you just gotta why are you worried about it? You know what I mean? Like, you can't control it. If you can't control what's coming, like, why are you worried about it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, you can control where you're trying to go and what you're trying to accomplish.
No, but there's nothing concrete. Like, I understand something's concrete that's happening that it's coming.
I mean, they're both control problems. I think. Like, one, you're trying to control you're trying to redo past decisions, have the control to undo a wrong or to right a wrong or to get an opportunity back that you missed. Or you're trying to control the future and you're worried about, can I make the right moves now to make this thing work out?
That's more my problem.
It's the control aspect of that makes you feel trapped.
Yeah.
I think that caused that angst. But they're both, one's trying to control the past, one's trying to control the future, and you can't do anything about either. I mean, all you can do is what you're doing right now.
Yeah,
and that's like a Buddhist teaching, but I mean it is true. It's like you can't. Like Jay said, you can't always know what's coming next.
You can't control your environs around you, but you can control your own actions.
Yeah,
you can try to build something.
Yeah, but to have complete control, like, if I make this move, then this will happen.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe. I mean, obviously it's never 100%. Like, if I do all these things, things, random events occur.
Personally, I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to when I'm making something. Like the Briar show. Like, nobody touches it. Basically, I real tightly control. I set up the chairs the same way every time. Like, a few times I've gone and done something else while it's going on, and that was actually the first time I did that. I was I wasn't expecting how much anxiety that would cause me, because I was over downtown or something doing a set, and meanwhile my show was happening right now, and it was a pretty packed house that night, and I was I felt helpless. Well. Yeah. I was just thinking about how well it was going.
Yeah. No, I mean, that show's great, by the way. If you got for listeners out there, go check it out. Green Briar in Brighton every Sunday night,
every Sunday
8 o'clock.
Free show.
Free show. Food's good. Drinks are cheap.
Good chance to see one of these motherfuckers.
I know, right? Chase, there was a stretch where Chase was like the fucking house MC. That bitch. He was there was a 3-month stretch where Chase would just get drop-in sets. For 22-minute drop-in sets. I'm gonna do a quick guest half hour.
Well, fucking, if you actually be in the city with fucking and stay around, you know what I mean?
Chase just completely disrespects Uri's life.
I told him, if you're closing out my show, man, you fucking go.
No, I love
he tells me before.
But Chase will say, how much time I got? No, fuck it, I'm killing him still. He'll say it in the middle of his act. I don't care what time I got.
I will say this. The nice thing about putting Chase up is it's a different set every time.
Yeah.
I try to.
And that's a great room for crowd work because they're right there.
Yeah.
It's very
Most of the time. Sometimes they're just not. I mean, that'll happen anywhere though.
Oh yeah,
they're just not feeling it.
Of course.
Crowd work is. Yeah, I was in a show. It is my thing. I think. Yeah, I don't
even have a thing. How pathetic is that?
It is my. I guess it's. I was doing a hosting, and I guess it depends on what you're doing. If you're hosting, there's a different element to the approach to comedy.
Yeah. So it depends what kind of show you're hosting.
It depends on what type of show. But it's fun. It's always fun. Just experimenting. It just for me, the type of comedy that I feel like I like personally. This is me. My feeling is doing a show where people are also incorporated into the show.
Where they feel part of it.
Yeah.
A little interactive.
Yeah, and that's just me.
Yeah.
There's some people that they're just I'm going to go up and going to do my material, have my act, and people there to listen, and that goes great too.
That's a traditional Boston thing, though. Too. Now that I think about it, I feel like those old Boston guys were fucked with crowd work heavy.
Yeah.
They didn't feel. I mean, they had jokes, obviously, but the audience would be all over them, so they had to talk back.
Chase, I want to ask you this though: do you think it's annoying when somebody in the crowd very obviously like wants to get involved in the show. They're trying to get picked on. Is that annoying to you?
Yeah. I mean, it is,
that pisses me off.
It is annoying. But as a comic, you can there's two approaches that you can do. There's two ways you can handle that. You can antagonize it on, or you cannot antagonize,
or you can ignore it,
or you can ignore it. And I think it depends on, how the other people are reacting to that person doing that.
Right.
If it's a collective thing where people are like they're with it and they're laughing with that person that's doing it, then you have to kind of like stop it. Everyone has to stop. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, but sometimes what happens is like a lot of comics, especially like comics like I've seen this before because I've done it before when I first started, and the comics that I see sometimes when they try to do crowd work, or not crowd work, but going against someone who's like going against the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get angry, like that's your first feeling, and you go against. You try to go after that person.
If the comic gets angry at the fucking audience.
Yeah. And then that can turn back on you if you don't know how to.
Yeah, you got to be funny, not angry.
You just got to have verbal judo, man. You know what I mean? You got to be like a verbal judo type of person. You just got to.
I like that. That's a good analogy.
Verbal judo.
I know judo, son.
Yeah,
I've done.
It's like controlling the situation without like making it worse. You know what I mean?
It's like a mock rape.
Yes, exactly. It's and Chase in this case is the attacker.
I mean, I just don't.
I think verbal judo.
Most people
write that down.
I mean, I think. Yeah, most people who will go try to talk to me, or they're not gonna. It's not gonna end up good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I mean, obviously, unless like you prompt them.
Yeah.
I will say this though, I suck at judo, man. I did judo twice. I did judo once, and the instructor.
I could tell you got your hip flexors are not like really. I could tell by the way you're sitting. Your hip flexors are really.
I think Chase just took it out your gait.
It's
He's looking at them hips, see if you can take it.
Well, thank you, Chase. It's been about 10 years.
You can stretch.
I'm glad I still can stretch out. But
let me see that dick print real quick.
No, man. But the instructor would tell me, because I was like, I obviously have wrestling reflexes, and I'm in there doing judo. The instructor would tell me like, don't use your strength. Like, just use technique. Don't use your strength. I'm like, don't use my strength. I'm trying to throw this guy. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, but that's how they do it. They do use like weight, which is kind of crazy to think about. Nah,
that's horse shit.
Really?
That's patience. That judo is...
being strong helps you do judo.
And patience.
Being strong helps you in every athletic endeavor.
And patience.
Yeah.
A lot of patience.
Yeah.
But I do feel like in the martial arts, there's more... I mean, obviously there's technique in wrestling, but like... I've heard 1,000 from
use a dude's weight against them.
Like 100-pound, 14-year-old female purple belt would fuck me up quick.
Oh, dude,
jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. Oh,
because their technique is flawless. Like, wow, this little spider monkey is fucking my world up. But I'm saying that thing, like that.
I like that.
That whole. I like that. That whole martial art is based around that concept. Is it not?
Yeah. But it's still like, if you're trying to throw somebody, though, you're still going to use your strength.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, judo's also a little bit different.
You're still going to use what you know as well.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if a 12-year-old girl type, I'm going to have to try and hope I can fucking break her arm before she gets a hand around my neck.
Basically, Uri saying like, ain't no female gonna.
No, I've been choked out by the exact woman. I've been choked. There was last place I did jiu-jitsu. There was this like 40-year-old brown belt, like just like you said, like 100 pounds. Totally unassuming, man. She choked me out just again and again. Like, she was like toying with me. But she was trying to teach me stuff. But like, anytime I made a wrong move, it's like, nope, you get choked there. Nope, you get choked there.
That must be fucking. But that's the thing too. You get choked out. It's like, oh, then what? Then what? If you just passed out, like she could rape you, son.
Ray, you could probably that's something probably you can probably try out.
I thought about doing it because jiu-jitsu, like
you're handsy. You're very handsy.
That gets him in trouble from time to time.
Randy, Randy the choker, Valeria. You're very handsy.
No, you're very like
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying but
handy. I think there's a big difference between handy and handsy.
It's a good way to get like a workout in, like an actual combat sports type workout in without getting punched in the fucking face. Because I do enough brain damage to myself as it is. I don't need to add getting punched in the face.
That's why I stopped doing MMA. I probably did like boxing and MMA like a few times. I just realized like to get anywhere in that, you need to just love getting rocked in the face. And
yeah, I did like MMA for like 2-3 months. I mean, not MMA. Muay Thai.
Where'd you do it? Where'd you do that?
I did at City Otong in Somerville.
Somerville. All right.
Yeah.
I did a month of MMA and boxing and some jiu-jitsu over at this place called Y Crew, which is
I've heard of them.
Yeah, you've heard of them because that's where the older Tsarnaev brother, the Boston Marathon bomber, the older one, the one who got killed, that's where he trained.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, I trained there for like a month.
I know. I have a good friend who used to fuck with them years ago.
Yeah, dude. So I wrestled him when I was.
I
wrestled the younger one. I wrestled the younger one.
That's right. You tell me this.
And like he was exactly my age. Like I know a kid who went to college with him. Used to bum him cigarettes after Spanish class.
Did he fuck you up? Did you fuck him up?
I choked and lost to him. He beat me.
Oh.
Yeah, I should. He was a little bitch. I 100% should have beat him. But I didn't in high school mentally have what it took to win as a wrestler. So I would do really, really well when the team was on my back. But then when it was time to go to an individual tournament, I would just choke and lose every time.
Hey, Uri, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
I think in the end you won that.
No, dude. I think in the end you're partially responsible for the tragedy.
Yeah, right. I could have killed him while I had the chance.
You could have choked him to death, and you didn't.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I'm just saying. A hero would have choked him.
Yeah, a hero would have
killed a 15-year-old
manslaughter at the age of 18 at a wrestling tournament in fucking Lexington.
I think I remember you actually having a joke about that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then
it bombed real hard on a real big night. Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah. You were Chase came through for me so hard because there was this. I don't want to go into like the details of who, where, what, but it was a real cool opportunity to play a real big room. And I learned a real hard lesson, man. Which is, in 5 minutes, don't be telling the Boston Marathon bombing joke.
Don't be telling a terrorist attack joke.
Yeah. In downtown Boston, man. It was a bad. I don't know what I was thinking, man.
Sold out crowd.
I don't know what I was thinking, man. But afterwards, Chase was there.
I've taken some. I've had some
helped talk me back from the ledge, man. But you gotta feel that though. You gotta when that happens. You gotta hurt.
I don't remember what I told you, but
I bombed. I told you. You fucking saw me bomb last week, motherfucker. I was on there crying about it.
I was such an asshole about it too.
No, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. Wow, that was fucking.
So after Randy went up at Red Bows last week, and he's got this line in his act where he describes mom as being like old as fuck or whatever. Is she gonna listen to this?
I don't know. she probably doesn't support this.
Anyways, he's got that line in there, and there was a group of ladies who they were like older women. They were celebrating a birthday, and they were originally not there for the show, but they were cool. They stuck around for a while. And after Randy goes up, they're leaving, and I'm just like saying bye and like thank you for sticking around as long as you did. Mm-hmm. And she says some smart ass thing, and I just went, that's funnier than anything Randy said.
Yeah, she made some fucking snide comment, and he just goes, "That's funnier than anything Randy just said."
And it killed.
I laughed. Yeah, I was like, yeah. No, but Well, I usually don't go hard with the oldest shit, but they got off board when I was talking about getting older and being 35. They were like, they told me basically I'm gonna fuck myself. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I got to play to that little couple that was in front.
Yeah.
But that one didn't feel well. But I mean, all bombings, they all suck.
Yeah, but you gotta be glad that that you bombed versus you've seen some people who just like chronically bomb every time and don't realize. And it's good to know that I'm not that. That I know when I suck.
Yeah.
I want to be my own harshest critic. Even that night, Chase, the headliner that night came up to me and said you didn't bomb because my first joke went well, my second joke went like whatever, and then like that happened and it flatlined and it felt horrible. He said to me you didn't bomb, but in my head I'm like, I respect this dude a lot. I appreciate what you trying to make me feel better, but in my heart, I bombed.
Yeah, it's like that did not feel. It just doesn't feel.
It felt, dude. I couldn't sleep. Actually, that's an exaggeration. I could sleep, but I thought I wouldn't be able. Damn, I'm all that hard. Chase couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep.
You were worried about me, Chase.
I was worried for me. I was like, oh shit.
That feeling never goes away. So it's like,
no, because this is the thing. I think it was like, it was he. I could listen. I didn't even know he was going up. That was the thing.
I didn't know I was going up.
So I didn't know he was going up, and it was like on a Friday. He wasn't
on
around
a
Randy.
Saturday night.
I think Randy was like in somewhere, and he wasn't. He wasn't around
somewhere
that
else
weekend.
bombing fucking for
Randy's smart.
He goes bombing.
He goes away and bombs.
Bro, you know I'm just getting fucking. I'm just taking L's to the face on the road.
Randy's got a strategy. He bombs away from people.
Yeah, I just bombed once in a city so they forget you. Oh, that wasn't me. That was another guy. So yeah, this new shit. This is me.
It's so funny. I didn't even expect you to go up and I was having a drink. I'm like, Yuri's. Well, there's a lot of things going on. First, I saw you come up. I was like, Yuri's on stage? I was like, I didn't even know he was going up. But then I was like, oh, it's Friday night. I was like, all right. I know what was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. But I'm like, because your first joke was like, hey, I'm a Jew. That was your very.
I did all the Jew stuff. That's my best stuff.
Yeah.
That went over great.
Not that night.
No,
relative to the Boston Marathon.
Relative to that one.
Yes. Alternate material. Yes. And then, but the thing is, the one thing that I told you, I think I remember, is like you did not, as a young comic at that time, you like still pull, like you still like drive. What am I trying to word? You just kind of like you still dived into your material. You still did it.
You stuck with it.
You stuck with it.
You didn't bail out.
You didn't bail out. You didn't like.
You took your.
I don't know, man.
You didn't
Maybe
overreact.
I should have bailed out, son. That was bad.
No, you got to
You
finish
took your
your
medicine, son. Yeah, you got to do your time, motherfucker.
You got to do your time,
You sit there and that's. I mean, I'm just saying this for myself. I'm not even preaching you because I've been doing it, barely longer than you, fucking. But like, that's you got to eat that and you got to feel that to get better.
Yeah,
like I'm saying, that's like.
But that's the thing.
Like that'll keep you writing for a few days. You know, like oh my god, that hurts so bad.
That's what the headliner said to me. He was like, hey man, if you can't like if you don't have the stomach for this, like maybe this comedy thing isn't for you.
Right. That really.
Yeah, but I said to him, I was like, well then I better learn to take it because quitting is not an option.
Yeah, there you go.
And like
there you go.
And fucking.
And I think Donald said on here, like not everybody bombs all the time, and not everybody like. But like, everybody has to want to get better. But for me, I'm going to speak for myself. Not doing well is horrible, and it keeps you working so you don't feel that again. Like you said, yeah, I just don't want to feel that. Like you know, like
if that experience didn't make me better and didn't teach me specific actionable lessons. Then what am I even doing? And that's the thing. Like learning, there's two ways to learn, right? You learn gradually over time, just from all the experience you take and all the practice. Then there's also like specific lessons you learn. Like that night, I learned if you don't have enough time to work up some goodwill, don't do like edgy kind of offensive shit.
Yeah.
Don't do like I've got jokes about that. I got jokes about being a Holocaust survivor, a third generation Holocaust survivor. It's like, and I learned you can do those jokes when you're 10 minutes in and they like you, but you can't just fucking come out here on who is this kid? And the first thing he's gonna do is like say he wrestled Joe Harzarnayev and start making fun of that. But the thing with that joke is like I haven't really done it since, but it is like my story that nobody else can like tell. That's you know what I mean.
I mean it's a joke that's not done yet. Is what it is.
Well, there's no.
I mean a lot of my jokes aren't done. You know. I think
the thing is like you gotta. It's hard to. Well, it's not hard, but. The type of style of comedy that you do, it's hard to get people to like. You got to like build up to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's hard to like. You're
not doing hot pocket material at this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not doing Jim Gaffigan fucking.
You know that dude opened for the Pope.
That's how squeaky clean these motherfuckers. So.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick though.
My fucking opening bit wouldn't get past first base with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's Probably.
He
wouldn't open up a bodega down the street.
He wouldn't open up for a bodega.
Forget about it. It's like bodega, MVP Sports, and then like
you couldn't open for a bodega. That might be the most accurate comment ever made about me.
I followed an Orthodox rabbi like a week or two ago. This rabbi thought it would be a good idea to have a comic come to his Purim party.
What's Purim?
Purim, it's a holiday. It's like a springtime holiday. It's like a festival, whatever. Like in Israel, it's like probably top 2 club holidays of the year, along with...
You got club holidays?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, dude, you don't think there's clubs in Israel, man?
No, but I'm saying I didn't know the clubs had holidays.
Well, No, I mean, you know what I mean, like like party holidays.
Gotcha.
So like probably like secular New Year's, December 31st is probably the biggest one, and then Purim. But it's also like a religious holiday. It's like a festival, right? You go to temple and tell some stories and drink. So this rabbi thought it would be a good idea to have a comic come to his Purim party.
So
he wanted one comic. Well, that was one of my jokes. Like, hey, I do brisses, I do bar mitzvahs, hey. But so I come in, dude. It is in the conference room at a shooting range. So like,
that's not comforting.
Yeah.
You know the audience is armed. There
you go. There's my second situational joke. And this Orthodox rabbi spends half an hour reading the scripture, and then I follow that, go up and be like, I got no microphone. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you some jokes. Hey, and that's the thing. I had a microphone in the trunk, but like I wasn't supposed to like turn on. I don't forget what it was. He didn't want me to use it to use that, but and then I started doing like half an hour jokes, and I don't have half an hour, by the way. So I'm like,
oh my God,
I'm like stretching everything. I'm like trying to do crowd work, but these people fucking hated me, dude. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but they hated me, dude.
I couldn't imagine doing crowd work in a room full of people that hated you for half an hour.
A few of them liked me. There were a few like young Jewish guys in there, but like they were not thrilled. They were just like,
half an hour?
What is going on here? And then a few of the dudes liked me, and then we went over to the shooting range after. Oh, by the way, while I'm doing jokes, there's guns going off in the other room while I'm telling these jokes. And then we went and shot a pistol for a little bit. And
how long ago was this?
This was like 2 weeks ago.
I was gonna say, because when the fuck did you get a half an hour, son?
Well, I talked. That's the thing. I agreed to do this. I was like, I got to do this for the story. You know what I mean?
Did they pay you to?
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. And you got this just because you're like somebody in your
another comic referred me. So this rabbi reached out to not even a Jewish comic, and then she said, I don't want to do this, but I'll refer you to the Jewish guy.
He's like, oh, this Jewish guy needs another Jewish.
I think what you should do. This is what I think.
Hi, my name's Uri. I'm a Jew.
I think what you should do, because you're gonna. There has to be some type of.
I wish I had a gig like that, man.
There has to be some type of disclaimer, like because I feel like when people are gonna be like, oh, because it was like a Jewish referral.
It was so like there were a few people there who were like straight Orthodox. Yeah. Other people were conservative. Oh, by the way, there were some toddlers there too.
So they're probably
there were some 8-year-olds up to like and some like elderly folks.
Wow.
So I had to work clean too. I couldn't talk about sex. I didn't do any of my sex stuff.
So what the fuck time did you do, son?
Just fucking. I did like every Jewish joke I have, which normally I don't do.
Yeah, you're just thinking about a book at that point. You're just looking at
yeah, normally I have like a bag full of different things about being Jewish, and on any given night I'll do 2 minutes of it.
Listen, it always goes wrong when you try to conform to what people think you should do. You know what I mean? Like you should always stick to like yourself.
But I mean, that's also a hell gig, son. Doing a gig.
Well, if you get money,
I could use the money. That'd be nice. But I'm saying, going into a firing range, a conference room at a firing range, son. With like a bunch of Orthodox Jews, that's like, and children. It sounds like the worst comedy environment known to man. I mean, it's funny. It's funny to hear about. Yeah, but to be in that is not funny.
It felt rough, but this wasn't like the other, like the night that Chase was talking about, because that night I bombed at like a place where people came to see comedy. Yeah. So it's like when you bomb there, it's like fuck. But when I bombed over here at the I didn't even really.
You know what's
I guess I bombed. It was hard to say.
You know what's funny?
It's a shadow bombing. That's a perfect example of a shadow bombing. A bombing and no one was there to hear it. So it's like, yo, did it happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Did it happen? The shadow bombing.
Exactly. So, but that's like, I mean, yeah, obviously I'm going to bomb there. I'm not, I wasn't set up for success. I mean, I
mean, some people could crush that.
Some people could crush it. That's true.
It was like amazing, but like also, I've never when he hit like certain like punchlines that night. I remember like. Uri hit the punchline, and he's like, okay, I can see in his face, like, I'm about to get him on this punchline. And then once he hit the punchline, it was complete silence.
Dead silence.
And then he would just wait. Like, he would still wait for, like, hoping, like, someone would actually, like, laugh. Like,
I don't know about that.
Like, he would wait. He was waiting.
Once I heard silence, I know silence when I hear it, Chase.
I've said that's the worst, dude. Like, it's like I'd rather somebody be upset with my joke than fucking just you can just hear him put the glass out.
You don't understand.
Like
silence, and one lone heckle coming from the left. Just one woman being like,
Chase.
No, man, Chase was in the other room stuffing his face with fucking wings.
I was. I didn't see it. I was seeing it from outside.
Dude, those are the worst when you're watching the comic bomb so hard. You're like, fuck, I gotta leave the room. I can't.
Oh, man,
because you start putting yourself in that position, like, oh no.
But I talked to the comedian after, like, it looks like on the late night, because I didn't even think I told you this. Like, I was talking to the headliner, because I know the headliner, and this is like when everyone was gone, and we were smoking a joint outside, and talking about the show, and he was like, he didn't fucking care. He's like, dude, he's like when I first started, I was fucking eating shit all the time, like, you know what I mean, and like he was very like, he's just like, dude,
he's a good dude.
He's like,
he's a top shelf guy.
I mean, most
for sure.
I feel like a lot of the guys that are fucking.
You gotta fucking just be
really good. I tend to be pretty nice guys.
Yeah, man.
Obviously depends. Yeah. But I mean, all the guys you introduced me to starting out, Jason. They were the top.
Yeah, I don't like to fucking surround myself with assholes.
I know, but they were the funniest guys in Boston. And girls in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys and girls in Boston. You're like, oh, this is the person talking to. Like, oh, these people are fucking funny and they're pretty sweet.
It's always good to see because like one of the things you always have a good. You got good energy.
Thanks, man.
You got good energy.
Oh, this is where Chase starts to give you the. He's gonna make a pass at you, so pull your cock.
Dude, we already fucked twice this week, man.
Yeah,
and it's Tuesday.
Yeah, no lube, by the way. Next time you should
raw dog, no spit.
I'm just saying, like, quickly, like, you have good energy, and you do things genuinely. You know what I mean? And you're giving. You put on shows, you put people up, and you have a good attitude about comedy. You know what I mean? And but you also understand the business side of comedy too. You know what I mean? Which is going to help you, like,
a little bit, man. I'm actually a terrible negotiator.
Well, what are you negotiating a free show for? What do you mean? What do you do? I don't get what you're saying.
I got to negotiate with the bar.
Oh, for the business. Oh, no, on the bar. Okay,
just in general. Or like when I did a private gig, I never get as much as I can get. Ever. I'm an awful negotiator. Just in my life, in my day job, like when I negotiate salaries.
It's good. You know that about yourself.
I'm bad at that.
But I mean, you're Jewish. You can find. I'm sure you know some good ones.
It's hard.
So that's supposed to mean Randy.
I mean, I'm just using your own Jew jokes against you.
Actually, that's the one avenue of Jew jokes that I don't really bark up is the stereotype that Jews are cheap. Because it's not really true in my experience.
No.
Indians are more cheaper.
Indians?
India. People from India.
That's a Russell Peters show. I don't know. I don't want to touch this, Randy.
Fuck that. Get Sham on here. I bet Sham would say the same thing. Fuck India.
Well, Sham is the most racist dude I know.
I know. He hates all brown people, especially himself.
That was a Russell Peters joke. He has a bit about that. He's like, I don't know why Jews get the stereotype of being the cheap. He's like, Indians, we're the most cheapest.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Russell Peters, man. When I was in the 8th grade,
he'll be here this week, by the way.
When I was in the 8th grade, this kid won the town speech contest, beat a kid from my school, this like autistic kid who wrote some really, really, really good jokes. This other kid beat him by just doing Russell Peters. Just plagiarizing.
But I mean,
Russell
it's like
Peters.
a talent show, dude. You can do that.
No. It was 800 people. He had to give his medal back next week.
Oh, I thought it was some high school talent show.
No. 800 people. And next week so he got to do his thing in front of 800 people, just fucking completely plagiarized. The kid from our school didn't get to do that. And like next week, the other kid gave back his medal, and the kid from my school like technically won. But he didn't get to do it in front of everybody, man. It was bullshit.
I did one joke from someone when I first started, and you know what's
who called you out?
The girl that I invited to the fucking show.
Wow, son, motherfucker's getting heckled by his date.
Yeah, she pulled me aside. She's like, "Yeah, like Kevin Hart does something like that, or too, right?" I'm like, "No, he doesn't."
Oh my god!
I've never seen Kevin. Who Kevin? I've never heard of that guy.
I'm like, fuck. And then
how's it spelled?
I was like, shit. I'm like, I'm an idiot, you know. But when we all first start, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. You know, we're trying to, you know, we're just like, you know, Eddie Murphy did all fucking Richard Pryor jokes when he first started. You know, it's like,
that's one thing I try to keep myself honest on though. Like if I have some shit that like is similar, like that is like. I remember like Dave Chappelle was talking about fucking feet. I'm like, well, I'm never talking about that because I was like trying to write a talk. Like I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do better than that. So that topic's out. But I'm just like I try to keep myself honest in that way. That's why all my early shit and most of my shit now is autobiographical.
Premises are not off topic though.
Can we back up it because you just said autobiographical and you said, are you fucking feet, Randy?
No, but that was gonna be me not talking about fucking autobiographical.
Would you like to?
That's a good question. Good rebuttal question.
I know, right? It's a very good one. Nah, I got a few buddies at the foot job, and I was like, "What the fuck is like?"
A few of your buddies that fuck feet?
Yeah,
I've always wondered like what the thing is.
You fucked feet, son?
I don't fuck feet, son.
Not even once.
No, man. I'm pretty.
You've never even fucked one foot.
I'm a real normal guy, dude. I like old school, you know.
Vanilla ice cream, no sprinkles.
Exactly, son. Yeah. So
cold, quick,
strawberry unfrosted Pop-Tarts, son. You know what I'm saying? Fucking
glass of milk. Keep it fucking pushing.
I'm saying, yeah, man. Like, you know, why fuck up a good thing? You know, it was working just fine until we got into feet and butt play and all of that.
Teach your own, Randy.
I don't judge other people. I'm just too jumpy, man. You know, I wish I liked more stuff, but I don't. I'm just too fucking skittish.
What's the kind of the what's your weird thing?
What's your weird thing?
Oh man,
what's your thing?
Analingus.
That's what all the kids like. I wish. No, I'm kidding. I'm fine. By the way, I do want to say my girl's definitely gonna listen to this. Hey, baby, but it's a lot of like without at the risk of saying too much, a lot of like restraints.
Okay.
And like straps and ropes and shit. And
she's a freak.
The other week, dude, we both. The other week we messed around with a candle, with a hot candle.
I fucking knew it.
Oh, yeah, I get like that.
I knew it, son.
Dude, I was freaked out about the candle, dude. It took me forever to come around to the candle.
Was it body of evidence, like when Madonna put it on a dude and like licked the candle off the stomach?
Yeah, I sit on the candle, and then I just smell the burning. No, man, you drip wax.
You drip wax,
son. Wax on the skin.
Do you go back or chest?
Hot wax. On the front, man. On the back is way too. No, not me. I don't fuck with the hot wax. You can't have no hot wax on me, man.
Oh, yeah, because it'll be the hair be falling off your chest.
It's just too freaky for me. I hate the heat. You know, I hate the heat, man.
Yeah, you are Jewish. It's hot.
It's so hot out here. I'm schwitzing.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect that, Uri. I didn't expect that. I was gonna.
Yeah,
I was a little taken.
I'll text you later if we need to edit this out, though. I'm gonna have to clear this.
The funny thing is where I'm gonna cut in.
Listen, even if you cut it, bro.
I can't take wax on my chest. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Just so you know ahead of time.
Listen, even if we edit it out, I'm still gonna like ask the question.
Yeah, we still know. This line of questioning's not over.
Every time she walks by, I'm like,
this was the radio safe version too. It goes deeper, man.
I'm sure.
Oh no.
Every time, listen.
I think now we have to start editing that.
Now every time I will see you guys together, I'm just gonna be like, they need Jesus.
We do need Jesus.
They're still waiting. They're still waiting.
Just like a black woman, no black woman. Like, they need Jesus.
Oh man,
it's good shit. You gotta spice it up, man. Life is short. You know, life is short. You gotta.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of short lives, I want to thank everyone in Florida that came out to the shows. This weekend, I'm joking.
They got a life expectancy problem?
No. So, thank you to Visani's Comedy Theater in Port Charlotte. Had a good time down there, dude. It was an older crowd, and I had to work cleaner than I ever had to work. It wasn't like squeaky clean. I mean, they were like, yeah, you can drop a couple shits in there, but it didn't go over horribly, which I was surprised by. So thank you to everyone that was out down there. We had a good fucking. Oh my God, did we have a good time down there drinking? People in Florida, it is. Dude, it was everything you hoped it would be in Southwest Florida.
Was this gig at a shooting range?
No, it was at a castle. The building looked like it looked like a medieval times like Renaissance.
Yeah, Renaissance castle. Yeah,
like those ones they have in New Jersey. Like it looked like that.
The Renaissance fair. Yeah.
It was in a castle like that. But the inside was cool. The food was fucking tremendous. Son, chicken parms. What? I had 3 of them, bro.
No, you didn't.
I went fucking ham on the.
I know you eat good. You eat good. You eat good on the road. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
so check it out, guys. Vasani, if you guys have ever done it. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Eric and Kelly. Obviously, Jeff. And everyone that came. So I always want to do that. I fucking forget.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I still on my podcast. I'm giving you a special thanks every week for letting me borrow your equipment.
Oh, dude, that's it's my pleasure, man. I mean, if as long as you don't fuck it up, man. I want as many comics to fucking do what they got to do. If I can help out,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, not every comic. If you're not a fucking cunt.
Well, you know. I can only speak for myself, Randy.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, it's good, man.
You guys want to get into a little news before Packers Bowl?
Yeah, really was good. Yeah, good shows. You had any shows this weekend? Yeah, Uri?
Me? This weekend?
Yeah.
This coming weekend?
Aside from the one that
Aside from Sunday, I think not this weekend. We'll do some plugs and we'll do some news.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right,
let's do in that order. Let's try that order today, Chase. We'll mix it up a little bit.
Okay. Sure. It came up organically, right?
Yeah, because we needed a break to pack into the bowl. By we, I mean me.
I'm at the studio on the 18th.
Nice.
Thursday the 18th. There's my show is every Sunday in Brighton. But for the listeners of this podcast, first Sunday of June is our 1-year anniversary. I got both these cats on, so you get to see all 3 of us in one room. June 2nd. I'm sure you guys will be plugging it when it's coming up.
Yes, we will.
But the big thing is, I'm sure you listen to podcasts. So new podcast, Let Me Guess. It's a trivia show. It's like Jeopardy on the radio.
Okay. You got guests on there? How's it work?
Yeah, I try to get 2 non-comics to be the contestants. That's not like a hard and fast rule.
Yeah.
But that's like the dream is to have like regular people, non-performers, non-entertainers.
Yeah. So let you
and then Valley D's the co-host.
Oh no shit!
And
Nice.
then we do some trivia, and the winner gets a coffee mug. It says champion on it. It's a good time.
I mean, that's more than we give out, dude.
Actually,
I give out a secondhand high.
Am I the first sober guest on your podcast ever?
No, dude, no. And I think there was one of these episodes where I actually did sober.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Because I usually smoke either before or during the podcast. But we don't often have, surprisingly, too many like hardcore potheads guests.
No, we had
Troy, and then before that it was Will. I mean, that's the thing. We have some guests that will smoke,
Yeah.
But
our agent Tam, he got really.
Oh, Tam, we got fucked up with him. Because we just had like 95 different types of weed.
He's like a sports agent, but he came in like already rock and rolling. We already smoked like 2. He's just
I bought it. He's like, oh yeah, he smokes. So I bought a whole bunch of joints, and then he bought a whole bunch of blunts. We smoked
and people.
and people.
It was so funny because we usually like the dude that we had. His Tam. He has a sports agency. He reps like NFL agents and stuff like that. And we was in LA, and he came in with like a crew, and then Randy's like, "Is this like?" We have a crew?
I never saw the cliche. I was like, yeah, this motherfucker walked in with a posse. He walked in like with an entourage. Like I've never actually seen a guy with an entourage, dude. No, I mean obviously I've seen gang members and shit, but like that's not an entourage. Like I'm talking about like a boxer, how he walks in with his people. Like people. They're legitimate people. But I'm saying, like, they weren't like threatening, just like it
was like an assistant.
Yeah, he was like walking like a mobile office. It was like the weirdest thing. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on right here, son?
Yeah. Floyd Mayweather walks in with like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, like this guy holds the bags, this guy holds the weed, this guy has the money. I was like, what the fuck is all this shit? He walked in with like a little crew.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What the?" It's like, "Yo, man, that's like
some people rock."
Dude, what do you got to do to get in? How cool do you have to be in an entourage? Like your whole job is just to like be cool.
Well, it depends. I think
I don't know. So I'm trying to get into an entourage.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
My way in.
Usually, how it works is like there's one person that's like the foundation,
and
then
he pays everybody,
and he pays everyone else, and then the other people help pushing whatever things doing.
It's like feudal Europe. Like if you're the king, you own a bunch of land. Like you have like feudal kings.
You got a couple.
Regional kings.
Got a couple lords.
You got your fucking people that you take care of, and they keep everyone else in line. The shit rolls downhill. It's like the mafia. It's the same thing. It's all the same thing. You got the fucking prince, the king, and everyone else paying tribute.
Right. So I think so the podcast is already up and going. So they
just released first episode.
They could find it where.
Right now it's on Stitcher, Podbean. The website is lmg.show. It'll be on Apple Podcasts soon and everywhere else.
Okay.
Is that you guys spend a lot of time editing that? Just
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Is it like a production like that?
Yeah, it's very
Okay, cool.
different than this because
cool.
I do got to edit
Awesome.
it down and shit and do a lot of. But it's been fun, man. I love Jeopardy. I love trivia. Thoughts go out to Alex Trebek. He's sick right now, so send him our best wishes.
I like that you skipped prayers.
Huh?
I like that you skipped prayers.
Oh, I'm not a man of God.
There you go.
I don't
like
pray.
Like a good Jew would be.
I'm an atheist Jew.
I've found most people are agnostic. They don't really. No one does anything about their religion. Yeah, man. What do you got coming up, Chase? That's fucking great, by the way.
I'm at
It's great, dude.
Thanks, man.
I'm at Lap Boston this weekend.
Shit.
Thursday and Saturday with Godfrey. So I'll be there. If you're in Boston, come check it out. Godfrey's probably one of the best. He is one of the best comedians in the world, for my opinion.
Oh yeah,
so
he's tremendous.
And
Brian Higginbottom, a guest, will also be on that show, right?
Brian Higginbottom is hosting the show.
Podcast favorite.
Yep. He's also was on the podcast.
Guest on the podcast.
And then I'm not sure if he's bringing somebody or if there's someone featuring from whatever the case may be. It's going to be fantastic shows.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's a killer.
And then so that is what's going on. And as far as that, that's what's going on. So you mentioned about Alex Trebek. I just want to give a quick shout out to Nipsey Hustle that passed away. New Nipsey. You probably won't know him, Uri, but he was a huge influencer, rapper, activist, community leader. He got killed on Sunday. So I just want to shout out to Nip. One love.
Yeah, how old was he? He was young.
33, same age as Jesus.
So that's something.
His name's actually Ermias Ascanum, which in Eritrean and Tigrinya means God will rise, which won't relate to you guys, but
Us heathens.
yeah. But I just want to say to Nip's family, Lauren London.
Yeah, he's got kids, right? Sorry,
He's got 2 kids. And you gotta just cherish who you
Yeah.
cherish the time that you're with people, and then
Jeez, that was real nice.
It was very heartfelt. Well, do I go into my dates now? Because that feels fucking...
I'm going to make this up. Can you put your hands?
Say my dates here.
Randy's going to be bombing at Red Ball.
I'm going to be eating a dick at... No, I will actually be, hopefully not dying at McGreevy's on the 15th and Comedy Connection on the 18th locally here. And then I think I'm going to do I'm doing the Dayton Funny Bone this weekend, and then Albany Funny Bone the weekend of 4/10.
Dayton, Ohio?
Yeah.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's nothing to do with me, man. Fucking Jeff got me time, and I'm fucking flying in.
That's good.
The benefactor comes through again. Thank you, Jeff Dye.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, man, that's fucking sad. So do they have any leads on that, by the way?
They just captured the guy a couple
They
hours
got
ago.
him. Okay.
Yeah. Fuckhead.
How confident is it this is the guy? Like, what's the?
No, they got
they have a motive and everything.
They got evidence. There's
really?
surveillance of.
Damn.
It was on video. This is definitely it was on purpose.
Who's the guy? You know anything about him?
He knew him.
You knew him personally?
Yeah, he knew him. He supposedly, Nipsey. People don't understand how Nipsey Hustle was he wasn't just a rapper. He was our generation Pac. Not musically, but more on the social activist side.
Right.
On the ground. He made money. He started from the bottom. He put money back into the community. He was from South Central LA. He didn't open up. He opened up businesses in South Central. He could have opened up businesses in other areas where he knew other people with more money could help fuel more of his his vision, whatever. But to him, he was no, I'm going to start where I started, and I'm going to do that. And he was working with the LAPD to end gang violence, and he was people that knew Nipsey knew Nipsey. He was just that type of dude. And then the guy he just had, there was a guy, but Nipsey, people don't understand, he was also affiliated with the streets. You know what I mean? He was a gang. He was in a gang, one of the biggest gangs in LA. And that's the thing, a lot of people don't understand. LA gang shit is not what people think typically what gangs are here. You know what I mean? Here in the East Coast, gangs are just a gang of people that you just hang out with and you get mischief with. You know what I mean? Over there, it's a lifestyle. It's you're born into it. It's a weird thing to understand. But not to even get into that. But the guy, he came to Nipsey right in front of his store. Nipsey owned a block of real estate or stores. He came up to him, asked him. Nipsey was like, "Hey man, you can't come around here, man. Like you were." Supposedly, he said that you heard, are you a snitch? You whatever. You did some stuff that's like against the code. Guy came back with a gun, shot him.
Jesus,
killed him. Like so, in that case, like, what can you do? Like, and what we were talking about, like, you can't control things from happening, right? Like, you just gotta like, fucking, it's fucked up. But they caught him. I mean, he caught him. I mean, the guy's not. He was stupid. I mean,
How old was the guy that shot him?
29.
Oh man, well, the young guy fucking gone.
Yeah. Not just any guy. Just a fucking. He was bigger than like. Nipsey was big, like he was. Yeah, but anyways, long story. R.M.P. Nip, and to just stop the violence, man. Like stop just gun violence, man. Like now I'm really thinking like. With the whole like gun, like the illegal guns, started thinking about like I get the whole like people want guns and like what amendment is that on the bill? Like
Second Amendment.
Is it second? Oh, it's right up there, right? Wow.
right, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Oh shit!
You could have won. Like I thought it was gonna be fifth at sixth after like Jesus Christ. They went right to number 2.
Jesus Christ! Right on cue. Just like, wait, what amendment? Second Amendment. That's why it's a big deal around these.
It's a big deal. I didn't know it was like.
It's not. It's not the most important thing. It's the second.
It seems like it's wow. All right.
America takes the gun seriously.
Yeah, but it's all about the interpretation.
Yeah,
interpretation of the Constitution.
Well, how do you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, but fucking. I mean, I just don't see how. As long as there's poverty, this is gonna be a problem. I mean, it's just that simple.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking it sucks, and it doesn't seem like there's any fucking.
It's lack of education, lack of resources.
And then with Nancy, it's Betsy DeVos fucking budget cuts. It's like, oh, you think that's gonna get any better?
Right, Randy.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're cutting after school programs. So what are these guys gonna do? Just gang bang for longer?
That's the great thing about what you guys have. That's why Jews. So you guys have generational wealth. Black people don't have generational wealth. Low income people don't usually have generational wealth. You know what I mean? You guys established that.
Some Jews have generational
Most
wealth.
Jews have.
Well, I wouldn't say most. You can't say most of anything.
In fucking Boston?
But no.
I don't know, man. A lot of Jews came out of Europe with nothing, not even a shirt on their back.
But you can't compare American Jewish Americans to Black
Jews
American
Holocaust survivors, right?
Yeah, I'm saying So I think that's the comparison Chase is trying to make. It's like he's talking about in America.
I think the comparison I hear made a lot, and it has to do with like sticking together. Like Jews have friends in high places and helping each other out, and it's also the focus on education. You know,
for sure.
Like we were talking before, like about Israel. By the time Israel declared independence in 1948, there have been at least 3 Jewish universities established in Israel.
Well, see, what's funny? Like, nowadays, I feel like a comment like that would be controversial. Like giving praise to a community for having like good ethics on education and helping out others in your community. Like that. Like if you said that in the wrong way. Like it'd be like it's like a trigger. Someone will flip the fuck out. How crazy is that? Like giving a compliment to a community is now like that's a racist statement.
But that's
that's
an American thing, man. Isn't that purely an American thing?
Isn't that a weird thing,
dude? Because we want ultimately. I wish this is not. I'm not just talking to Black people, man. I'm just whatever. But I'm just saying
about communities,
communities, man. But like I'm just saying, like I wish, we can fucking like all of us can have that mindset.
Yeah,
because that's ultimately what we want to push for is, independency, financial independence, passing down like stuff that we've had.
Everyone wants to have a good life. Like no one's out here trying to be like, yo, I want to bang.
Yeah,
no one chooses to go into a life of crime unless you're a sociopath.
And that's exactly the thing is that everybody is more or less exactly the same. Like everybody, 99% of people just want to feed their families and be happy. But there's something called culture, which makes like different groups of people different, and that's fine. That's awesome. But in America, you're Americans think that understanding like race and like people of different cultures and ethnicities being different in some ways, they think that's racism. It's like I disagree because
I wouldn't say America. That's a new wave liberal thing going on.
Maybe, but like in the rest of the world, man, people are totally comfortable with like with like the idea that different groups of people
Oh, yeah.
are different groups of people.
I agree.
Well,
I agree.
I want to hear what he's. I'm trying to understand. What
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's just like, so like in Israel, for example, right? Just because that's what I know best. There's like, you know, you got like what we call Eastern Jews, who are like Jews from Arab countries, right? Like brown Jews, basically. And then you got Ashkenazi
Sephardic
Jews, like
Jews.
white Jews. Yeah, Sephardic is yeah, Mizrahi, right? And like they got like
I like that he used German too.
German of all languages.
Just making sure I'm on the same page. That's all. I don't
That's
know.
insane.
But like, and there's like cultural differences, and like that's fine to understand that, like, you know, there might be like an entire like village that's like, you know, a Mizrahi village, and like an entire village that's like an Ashkenazi village, or like we would call it a kibbutz or a moshav or something. And like that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. When it becomes a problem is when it becomes racism in like employment and education and how far you can advance stuff, which does exist as well based on that exact same vector.
But there is a very American value that I think is positive out of that. There's a little bit of a positive spin off of that, in that the idea that, I don't want to say assimilation or melting pot, but like the idea that we all share common American values over and above any religious or ethnic or regional belief. That's why we take immigrants to this country historically, maybe not now, but that like these are the American values you have to subscribe to. Yes, you might be, you know, German or Jewish or, you know, Iranian or whatever, and different religions, but if you come here to America, these are the values that you adopt.
Yeah,
I do think because there is a certain value of, you know, freedom of expression, freedom of you know, choice, the ability to earn a living for your work. You know, that whole, there's an ethic, right? Not stoning women, specific
gays or anything.
Yeah, or you know, like just the idea that those values supersede. Like that's why you come here to subscribe to those values. Like I'm happy where you're from, but you subscribe to these core American values. And everything else, I don't give a shit. Like, but these like 5 things, you know, that you can, you know, the right to vote, the right to, you know, free expression, like these things, like
that's something we call civic nationalism. That's actually what makes American nationalism different than other places. Like in Israel, the nationalism is the nation of the Jews. So it's like it's a different type of nationalism. Same thing in, like, nationalism in Italy. Same thing you'll see in Spain, and that's a problem, right? Because like the Catalonians want independence, and there's that whole conflict there. But in America, we have a different type of civic nationalism, which is exactly what you just said. That you come here and you are like you understand these values and you participate in American political and economic life, and that makes you an American. Yeah. But I still want to be able to like address the fact that like different people come from different cultures. Yeah, that's fine, and people are so sensitive about it.
Well, that's the thing.
Just addressing? Just
even if you say something like Chase. If I said something like black people are very funny. The way black people talk, it just like you take the average black
guys are good at sports,
black dude, and just have him like joke around and shit. He will be funnier than like 90% of the open micers out here, right? Mm-hmm. Like, is there anything wrong with me saying that? Addressing that like that part of the culture?
So you're saying you're just making an observation. You're saying an observation.
Those are controversial observations in these times, which is
I see.
Which is weird that like you know we all want to celebrate our differences, but we can't talk about our differences.
Yeah,
it's a little weird. Well, you know, like,
and I have gotten into it a little bit. Like I do have a joke. If you guys see my act, I have a joke about like going like a Dominican barbershop. Yeah, and that joke is working pretty well. But like, aside from that, I found the only like comfortable way to talk about race in my act, which race is one of my favorite topics because I think the American attitude towards race
should come to see Godfrey this week.
I should, man.
Yeah,
I 100% should.
He's just a beast comic too.
That's actually a good ass idea.
But he has a great way of. He talks about race, but he does it in a way that I'm just going to cut you off. But
I got time this weekend. That's a good ass idea. But it's so fucking, especially as a white dude, it is so sensitive, and I like that. I like that you have to be nuanced. I enjoy that. I enjoy trying to write to that.
Figure out how to do it.
That's a good challenge, but it's
actually
still like
it's actually spinning into comedy too. I feel like too with comics.
Oh yeah, that's what you can't talk about.
There was this guy comic. I did a spot yesterday, and it was a comic who I like, but I don't know. He was just kind of like pandering to that. Like he's just like, oh, white privilege. I know white privilege. Like, hey, like, you know, it's like, oh, it's like
a new guy.
No. He's been around for a while. You know what I mean? But you know,
Pander. That's
And he has like, and he was, he was talking about like his relationship. He's married. He's in an interracial relationship, and then he says,
white guy.
White guy, yeah, and he was just like, yeah, I'm married to I'm an interracial couple, so obviously, she's the better interest, she's the better half, or interest, stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
it's just like I get it, but that's corny.
Yeah.
Like
sure,
you know what I mean?
Sure,
like
yeah.
it's like I like you, but that's corny.
Dude, because
that's not real shit.
My take on it, man.
White people are interesting too.
Yeah,
my
sure.
dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, it's like sitcoms where the husband's always a fucking dummy and the wife's always brilliant and smart and loving, like, and the husband.
I think that's. I think
it's a stereotype that's played out.
Not only that, I think it's actually pretty misogynistic when guys say like, "Oh, she's the brains of the operation." Like they'll be like, "Oh, if I wasn't for her, I'd be like eating off of napkins and like eating cereal for breakfast and not dressing myself because I'm just a stupid man."
Yeah.
Like that's like
it's a little over the top.
It's just like I feel like whenever they say that, they're talking about. They're saying their wife is smarter than them in like the domestic and social realms, but it's like, oh, but if she wants to be but like she's not an engineer,
Mm. You take the other side of the argument, the unspoken other side of that argument.
Yeah, I think like my girl's smart. She's got a good job, but I'm not gonna say like
apparently a freak with the candles.
Sorry. Now Chase has me editing 2 fucking parts of the podcast.
Nah, we'll leave it in there. I won't tell her. She'll hear about it. We'll leave it in there.
Sorry about that, bro. That came out of me. It was like the Holy. It was like the Holy Spirit.
I was like, I know. I felt it go through me into you. So I was like, oh, it's coming.
That's a good transition.
Just when you said it, I was like, now would be a funny time to say something with the candle, and he's already.
See what I mean? American black people just very, very.
I'm not American, man. I'm African.
True. But by being in this country,
you people. Give me you people.
Yo,
you people are musical.
But the thing is, like, I like where we're going, and I want to obviously get to the news real quick. Like, but I just want to say, like, it's all in context, right? So. I was doing a show in Providence. I was hosting a show, and it was in a. You ever heard those Don't Tell comedy shows? They do like
Don't Tell,
yeah, which is like a fucking.
Was that a fun show? Seemed like a good one.
Yeah, it was really good, and the place they always have like a pop up secret location, obviously, and this place was like in a warehouse in Providence, which you're used to because you know all those places, which is in Pawtucket. And
warehouse in Providence. Who's getting whacked?
No, warehouse. It was like a commercial.
It's like a big open commercial space. They have a lot of old factories and shit to do shit like this in.
Yeah, because back in the days, that's where a lot of the textiles and shit like that factories were. Whatever.
Yeah, sure. Back in the days in Providence warehouses.
Yeah, no,
people getting whacked left and right.
If you've been to Providence, you know it's a warehouse. That motherfucker.
I know.
It's right by fucking cheetahs and zebras.
Because they're all from converted warehouse.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? All of that means everything's made out of shipping containers in Providence. You know
But there was an Italian. There was the kid that owned this huge commercial real estate. He was like 36 years old, and his grandfather his family was actually at the show because they volunteered their space for the show. And this he was an older fucking wise dude, Italian dude. And he was telling me like his grandfather came from Italy and used to start up a floral business, and he was the first person that made artificial flowers and shit.
Okay.
Like just really like creative, just like interesting shit. And I swear to God, Randy. You know, Italian like old guys. They got a particular cadence to them. You just got to roll with it.
Yeah.
Like they suck you in.
they got their own cadence. They got their own little style.
Yeah, and his daughter came up to me and gave me a Jack Daniels, Jack on the Rocks.
But I says, you says, she says.
It was so funny, bro. He doesn't know me from hole in the wall, but we're having good conversation. We're talking about this. We even talk about Trump. We're talking all bunch of shit. His daughter gives me Jack on the Rocks. I take it and I say thank you, and she's like, "Oh, that's fine. You know, you could pay us later." She was making a joke. I was like, "You kidding me? I did this shit for $5. You know what I mean? And they didn't pay me nothing. I'm just making a joke. You know?" I swear to God, the old Italian dude he just smacks me in my face. He goes, "Hey," but I loved it though.
And what does he say? Was that it?
No, it was a hit. He's like,
He
did like that Italian little like the little like a little but he didn't know me people Randy's not a big thing on people touching them and shit like that. But in that case, I'm like
Yeah,
I didn't care.
He finessed it, son. He finessed it.
Yeah, see, it's because of the cultural differences.
Yeah, exactly. He saw things like, hey, that's how they smack each other.
But I didn't get mad. I didn't like, it just...
You didn't overact to it.
No, man, because it's, like you said, like it's...
Yeah, it's also an old man, probably,
Not even that. It just, it was just fucking funny.
Yeah, there you go.
It was just, I didn't feel threatened. I feel like when people, like you said, people who make those comments, about those things that are like obviously you make an observation. Like I feel like they're saying it based off like fear, or they're looking to get outraged. They're looking. They're like waiting to be offended. It's like, fuck, man. Like what? They're taking everything out of your mouth with the negative.
Yeah, I hate it
immediately. And I'm a negative guy. I'm a cynical guy, but it's like, come on, like. Relax.
And they rush to other people's defense. I hate that, man. I hate it when people rush to other people's defense.
Yes.
Like,
how you can't be more outraged than the victim. You cannot be more fucking outraged. Yeah.
Exactly, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, we got
outraged by the victim.
Yeah, we got to take it easy, though.
I know. Speaking of victims, we got to talk about this, dude.
What's up?
Your girl Cardi B drugging and robbing motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Say what?
You didn't hear about this?
I thought you were going to talk about the thing that you had on. I saw the notes, the thing that you had, your podcast note. I'm sorry, but go ahead though.
I'm sorry. I'll talk about whatever you want, but I want to talk about this since we're already in this.
Something about agreeable or something. I read that.
Yeah. That's just something for me. Yeah.
Okay.
But a recently surfaced Instagram video shows Cardi B saying that she used to drug and rob men. Now the internet's divided over whether or not to cancel her. First of all, before we even get to the rest of this article, now the internet is divided. When the fuck did the internet become the voting public as to whether or not to cancel somebody?
It has been for a while.
I know. Let's put that one to the side. Let's just talk about Cardi B right now. The internet is divided whether to cancel a motherfucker. Cancel my balls.
Let's take the slow
as well. Let me calm down here. I'm about to fucking lose my mind on that line. The video, which Cardi said was made 3 years ago, made its way onto Twitter last weekend and features Cardi reminiscing about the time she used to work as a stripper. Time that she said she was drugging N-words the fuck up and robbing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would take them back to her hotel room, right?
Cardi has since confirmed the video and is real and apologized for it as it caused an uproar on social media. I made that choice, those choices at that time because I had very limited options, she said on Instagram. I have a past that I can't change, and we all do. Yeah, so people are comparing her to R. Kelly, because obviously, he has some fucking, and Bill Cosby, who's also drugging motherfuckers and taking advantage of them.
R. Kelly's doing that like today, though.
I know. It says, while the controversy is simmering on, it seems unlikely to put a major dent in Cardi's career in the same way that surviving R. Kelly seems to have dampened Kelly's. But it is a major question about our current era of celebrity cancel culture. Who do we forgive for what and why? Yeah, I mean, these are the questions that we talked about last week.
Can I tell you my take on all of like what we call cancel culture?
Before we get into that, what do you guys think about this fucking a woman drugging men and robbing them? How is that in any way?
When she was broke. Who
gives a fuck when she was broke? It's a fucking awful thing to do to people.
Oh, it's a terrible thing to do.
It's I raped that bitch because I wasn't getting laid. I wasn't getting laid.
I'm not disagreeing.
That's the same fucking. That is the stupidest fucking rebuttal to that. Sorry, I'm not used to it.
Well, hold on. First of all, there's a difference between raping people and robbing people. Those are two different crimes. The same way there's difference.
Drugging them, and she could have done anything she wanted with them. Yeah, dude, I think that's fucking horrific.
It's
drugging somebody and having your way with them.
It's a terrible crime, but you can't just say that there's a difference between murdering somebody and raping somebody and robbing somebody. These are all different things,
but the intent was that same malicious intent is fucking horrific.
It's still a terrible thing. It's still a terrible thing she did,
rendering someone unconscious and to fucking to have your way with them is outrageous. I don't understand. Like obviously, that's what I'm saying. I know they're gonna cut slack on her because she's a woman. And she's more popular than Jesus right now.
How many of our favorite rappers fucking killed people and brag about it?
Yeah, they're stupid for doing so.
That's any better?
Yeah.
No. So let me ask you.
How come she doesn't get canceled? That's what I'm saying. Now let's get into the cancel.
I'll tell you why she doesn't get canceled.
I hate that term already.
I'll tell you why. Because people are still buying her records. That's it. That's the long and short of it, man.
The Michael Jackson.
It's 100% free market. It's the same thing with Louis. It's the same thing with fucking R. Kelly. Anybody. The only reason that Netflix isn't doing a Louis special this year is because they know they would lose money if they did a Louis special. And the second that they think they're going to make money by doing a Louis special, they'll do it. They're a business.
I think they're getting Louis pretty cheap right now.
Yeah, but they. I mean, you guys both have business degrees. You know, there's a thing called risk, and they run their numbers, and they know if we do this,
they estimate
we
this
might
cancellations.
lose this many subscriptions, and so it's the same thing. Like if people buy her singles, people are going to buy her singles. That's every individual is going to make that choice. We don't. This whole mob justice thing we have going on is totally made up. Yeah. Totally made up, man. Businesses are going to, like record labels, Netflix, all these businesses are going to do what makes them money, and every individual person is going to decide what to consume, what not to consume. So the only reason that she doesn't get canceled is like
people still like her music,
because people still listen, and enough people are not holding it against her. And fucking,
I think it's a pretty vile thing to do to people, son. To fucking
it's a shitty thing. It's a shitty thing, but you can't. I don't want to compare it to Kelly because Kelly's doing that today. This is something she did in her past, like she said. Like,
no.
So Randy, what are you saying?
He's doing it to children.
Randy, so what are you saying?
Yeah,
Randy. So what are you saying? Are you saying that people? Let me ask you a question first. Are you saying that we shouldn't? She obviously the intent is fucking. That's crazy, right? Are you saying that? Are you saying that people who did certain things in the past should go back and they be?
It's a kind of continuation of our conversation last week about where do you begin to forgive somebody? Where do you begin to have the proper amount of outrage? Because in this case, like the level of outrage seems pretty fucking small.
I've been hearing
for
about
transgression. Like Louis was fucking disappeared for like 2 fucking years and still can't do club dates in Long Island right now.
Let's talk about
this bitch is drugging and robbing.
Wait, let me tell you something.
I've been seeing the reaction, a pretty big reaction.
I'm going to say this, right?
She's still on the Grammy. Son.
She's a Latin woman from the Bronx. Or I think she's from Bronx or Brooklyn, but whatever. Stripper. Let me tell you something, right? The dudes that put themselves in those situations, right? They're not as innocent either, bro.
No,
they're not as innocent either, bro.
I call bullshit on that. Son. That's like saying a chick, she put on a short dress and put her tits out.
You gotta be smart.
She's begging for it. She's begging for it. Defense. You go to a strip club and you pay for a service. You don't get paid to get fucking robbed, bro.
No, I gotta side with Randy on that point. Just because
you guys never been robbed before.
These dudes,
of course, I've been robbed before. Son.
Not by a stripper.
So the reading was a story about Chase.
I'm just saying. I feel for the stripper, son.
He's just trying to help her out.
She
got kids.
No, for me, I'm just like, I got chalked that loss to the game, son. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's also a fundamental difference between men and women. That men are a little bit more agreeable in that sense. It's like, that's on me, son. Like.
I put myself in that situation, maybe, but I think it's more just like, all right.
But what are we saying? So should be it's not
castrated. It's not morally the best thing to in our society. The way we've cast judgment, it's not considered morally a good thing to hire a prostitute or whatever.
Speak for yourself.
To be like that's what a lot of people on Twitter are saying about Cardi. They're like, she was robbing Johns and so it's okay. But just because somebody, even if they did something wrong, it's still not okay. It's not okay to steal from people.
It's not.
And it's
the worst thing
to render them unconscious, dude. I mean, that's fucking. You're straight up taking their consciousness.
Okay, let me ask you this.
You're taking their consent. You're talking about fucking rape, son. I mean, right there. Once you can't say no, it's fucking. You've lost your privilege.
But how many bad?
You lost your humanity.
How many bad people? I mean, not bad people. How many people did bad things? And came out of it doing great things,
dude. I'm not.
That's.
I'm just trying to figure out where we're going.
I think this is a horrible shit that she did, but what I'm saying.
That's actually good. I'm gonna get back to that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, our level of outrage and our level of forgiveness are still out of whack. Here's another example. No one seems to really give a shit about, or not as much of a shit about this as some other things that were probably a lot smaller. Just like So was it when should we be angry and when should we forgive? It's the other side of the coin that we started talking about last week, Dude,
I think we shouldn't be doing mob justice.
I agree.
We should all individually make up our own minds, and based on that, listen to the artists that we choose to listen to, watch the comics we choose to watch, and based on what we do as individuals, either these artists will be put up or not put up. And, we can stop trying to convince everyone to come to our side on the fucking... I'm not on social media largely because of this. I find it very toxic. And I don't want any... But, my thing is, it's And okay, so let's take fucking one of my favorite examples is Snoop Dogg, right? In Snoop Dogg songs, he talks about murdering people all the time. I don't actually know whether or not Snoop Dogg actually killed anybody before he was I assume he did, because I assume in the 90s when you were rapping you couldn't say you're a murderer and not be a murderer and not get away with it. So I assume he did. Right now he's got a talk show with Martha Stewart.
I know.
That's two criminals.
Shout out to Snoop.
Right, and they're doing like a family they're doing like a family friendly talk show.
No, but I mean, but I'm saying they've earned it. That's why I do believe in forgiveness, but that's what I'm saying. But again, like my thing with the Cardi B thing, it only has to do with my annoyance with the level of outrage for what I saw as minor transgressions, and people have blown this one off, and this is a pretty fucked up thing to do to people, and it goes, and like I said, it just. How do we find any balance in that? And then the next thing is, how do we forgive? But you're right. It starts with that second sentence. What was that sentence? Let me read it again. That shit was fucking.
The internet is divided.
Yeah, this shit was creepy as fuck. Who cares, man? That might have been the creepiest fucking sentence I've read in a decade.
I think there's. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, here it is.
How do we forgive? It's like.
Now the internet is divided on whether or not to cancel her. What is canceling people? We just end motherfuckers. The mob decides we hung them.
Canceling them, just don't buy their shit. That's all it should mean.
Is there internet lynchings? Is that what's going on now? Yeah. Is this what it amounts to?
Yeah. I think in that
canceling motherfuckers.
In that context, they're talking about her just like not being relevant anymore. Like they're not going to give her opportunities to be who she is. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. Hey.
It was on brand.
Let the market speak. I mean, you know what I mean?
It was on brand.
You know,
if someone's going to drug and rob Johns, I'd say Cardi B would be the bitch to do it.
But she's not the only. This is what I'm saying, bro. She's not the only person that has stories like this and that did stuff like this before. How many fucking celebrities did fucked up shit, man? And they still was able to.
How many people in this room have done fucked up shit?
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? How many fucking
I'm good.
Yeah.
On the radio. But yeah, I mean, I think I think it's all it's all about individual. Another example I was going to give was Malcolm X robbed people. I read his autobiography. Oh, Malcolm X. He robbed people when he was coming up in
Mike Tyson used to rob people, bro.
Mike Tyson still robs.
Perfect example, son. He used to rob, like, as a teenager. He used to go to school, leave school, rob people, come back for lunch only, then go back and rob people.
That makes a lot of sense. That guy wasn't in school. And then that guy, he's actually sneaky, pretty smart.
And he ended up being one of the most successful entertainers in the world. Came from that, and he had a lot of demons. Listen, you show me a perfect person right now. Show me a fucking perfect right now.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I'll tell you one of my favorite examples of this too, because of all of like the people. This was back when and I really am treading in very, very delicate waters now. But
here we go.
This is back when the Brett Kavanaugh shit was going on, and everybody was talking. Brett Kavanaugh was a Supreme Court justice. When he was nominated, there was somebody testified against him that he was a sexual assaulter, and then every single person in Congress, save for I think one senator, voted along party lines. So it's like there was all this like shit on social media, but it clearly didn't affect anything. But my thing was, all this was going on. Everybody's talking about what a disgusting pig he is, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, dude, Bill Clinton raped somebody. Bill Clinton's a monster.
Little peck on the penis.
No, that's Monica Lewinsky. That was a consensual case of adultery. Okay. But Bill Clinton settled out of court on sexual assault charges. He
sexual assault or
then there were several cases, man. Several cases. One woman claims. Juanita Broderick claims, and I believe her story. She claims that Bill Clinton raped her, and then Hillary Clinton intimidated her into silence. And then, yeah, exactly.
Yo, man, maybe that's their kink, son. Why are you fucking kink shaming the Clintons, kid?
Yeah, they're kink.
You're into candles fucking licking this shit. Just fucking
maybe like that world domination play, son.
See this guy, Randy? You see this guy?
He's talking shit. They drop keys. You like candle wax. They like power, son. What the fuck?
But you see my point.
Let them pour that power all over their bodies, son.
That's actually probably the hottest possible thing. If you were the most powerful man in the free world, oh my god!
But make a love to yourself.
But that's my point. Is like the reason that they hated BK was not because of what he did, and he is a douchebag. You can call him a monster. Nothing against him was ever proven, but he's very likely that he's a piece of shit. But,
he's very likely to be a piece of shit.
I mean, I'll say he's allegedly a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
But the reason people hate him isn't because it's just because he bats for the other team.
Oh yeah, it's
100% that he bats for the other team, man. That was my thing. And so it's the same thing with with Cardi. It's like,
but we have a judicial system, bro. We have a judicial system, right?
Yeah.
So if there's something that like people, if someone does some fucked up shit, right? Your job as your responsibility to yourself is to go to the judicial fucking system, go to the cops, go get a lawyer, go take the evidence that you have and fucking go against these people. When people get acquitted for accusations, right? They are, by definition, innocent, right? Because they fucking went
innocent in the court of law, not the court of public opinion.
Exactly.
So are we ever gonna win in the court of public opinion for anybody? For anybody.
Well, you're never going to get 100% buy-in.
Sorry, not mob violence, mob justice in the court of public opinion.
Yeah, but once it's an accusation, you're never 100% clean. There's always going to be people out there like, that motherfucker did it. You know, you never,
OJ, look at all, everything.
You're innocent until accused, and then you're kind of innocent after that.
I don't know about OJ, but
yeah, the
white people,
evidence.
Black people were like, that nigga didn't do it.
Even Dave Chappelle said he did it, man. in his special.
Yeah, I know. I'm just half
joking.
But half,
you're half joking, just like he was acquitted in criminal court and found guilty in civil court.
And paid none of it because he bought a giant house in Florida.
He paid none of his.
Well, he paid some of it, but he was smart. He bought a bunch of property in Florida. They can't take your personal private property in Florida, like your primary home.
Oh,
so he just bought himself a giant house and waited him out.
Oh man!
But then he was strapped for money, so he was doing those memorabilia signings.
Yeah, and then there was the shit later.
Yeah, they brandished a pistol. Wow, they got him good on that. They set him up. I mean, they wanted him. They gave him 13 years for a fucking armed robbery. They got him.
Oh yeah, they got OJ.
He got out again though. Oh God! I hate to follow up on last week, but Betsy DeVos calls for more charter schools, even as they spark investigations.
Didn't we talk about this fucking chick yesterday? What's she saying now? This chick? What is she saying?
She it says Ohio's largest charter school, which has 12,000 students online, shut down last winter after a crackdown on suspicious attendance figures. To pay state fines, the school auctioned off everything, even pens and a big mouth Billy Bass that was on the walls. In New Jersey, the charter system is making real estate investors rich. They use federal money to build schools, then rent them to the charter schools for a hefty profit. The IRS has stepped in and is reviewing the practice. Across the USA, charter schools are facing a reckoning. Thousands of them are closing, dude. It says, Montana School Board, the nation's second largest, called for a statewide moratorium on any new charter schools. In Minnesota, the first state legalized charters in 1991. The growth in schools declined since 2007, even as the number of children attending them has increased. So they're just closing all over the place. And Betsy DeVos wants to continue to expand charter schools and fund them over.
Yeah, she wants to cut funding to public schools.
I know.
Yeah, that's
which
up.
Is the most fucking. Which I don't understand. Like, if you have we not figured this out? Like, if you make it a requirement for someone to buy something, and you put a private corporation in charge of deciding who gets to buy the shit, they're going to extort them. Have we not figured that out yet? Like, if you have to buy insurance companies are going to extort their customers.
Yeah.
Because they're going to keep the profit. If you have to go to school, everyone has to go to school. You have to go, like, it's literally a fucking law in all 50 states. And you make schools private, they're going to stop spending on education, start profiting on the money.
Charter schools are not private schools. Charter schools, you don't have to pay to go to a charter school. A lot of them are like exam schools and things like that. Listen, Betsy DeVos.
But doesn't say there's a workaround here. There's graft.
Okay. I know. So everything that you read right there, and there's a lot of problems with a lot of charter schools in the country, and Betsy DeVos is a piece of shit who just wants to basically privatize the education system, which is going to hurt a lot of people. Yeah. But I think a lot of the narrative that we hear around charter schools doesn't actually reflect the reality. There's actually a lot of successes, especially here in Massachusetts.
But she's neglecting that.
She's a piece of shit. No. What she's doing now is absolutely wrong. I just don't like. It's the very selective information it was giving on charter schools.
No. I selected that. They say there are many that the highest ranking public school in the country is a charter school. It's the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools.
Yeah.
There are a lot of schools. But what I'm saying is in the last, 8 years, it looks like here from 2010 or 9 years, charter schools have been failing at it's like for-profit colleges. Early on, no one was getting ripped off, but by the end, everyone was getting fucking ripped off.
Yeah, the wrong things are being incentivized.
These guys are getting federal tax dollars, but then they also get donations from parents. It's like what the these schools should be funded properly. I don't understand. I just don't understand how all this money is being spent and nothing, and education is not any and then I don't want to cut it.
It's the cutting of $4 billion from public schools. That's what gets me. That's just an absolute power move to try to privatize the education system, and that is wrong. That's just amoral and wrong.
Dude, she lost
it's going to hurt a lot of people.
Under her administration so far, they haven't been paid back $1 billion in federal student loans from failed for-profit colleges, and then she wants to cut funding to public schools and increase private school funding. I was like, what the fuck is Yeah. So you want to throw more money into that black hole?
People. I don't know. It's the same story, different faces, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Do you think they think in their head that they're doing the right thing, or do you think they're at night she's like,
that's a great question.
That's some evil shit.
That's a great question. Do they just think they're?
Are they real? That's what I would love to know about anyone who's fanatical. I want to know, if there was some way to see into their soul, and it's are you a true believer, or are you just pimping this shit to get some fucking money?
That is a great question, and I don't really know about Betsy and about the people in power right now, but I do know. There's a lot of libertarians who read Milton Friedman, and they think that they truly believe that the best way to get the best end result is with the hand of the free market, and that if the government does it, it's inefficient. I know. I don't agree with it. I'm not agreeing with fucking Friedman economics at all, but. I do think there are people out there, voters out there, who really believe that they are doing the right thing. Now, Betsy, I don't know if she thinks she's doing the right thing or if she knows that she's just trying to make money for
her friends, her
buddies.
I would bet on that one.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. What would you? That's a great question. What do you think? In general, let's just go liberal conservative. So break it up 50-50. Of the 50% that are Republican, how many do you think are true believers versus just fucking sharks trying to take advantage? And on the same thing with the Democrats.
Voters?
Yeah.
I think voters, it's basically 99.9%. And it's the 0.1% that has all the money that's manipulating everybody's.
I agree with that. But I'm saying they actually believe the policies that they're pushing. Do they actually have true belief in right to life, or they have true belief in gender fluidity.
I think
that truly believe that versus they're just fucking trying to they're using it to get to their own end game.
I think every voter thinks they're doing the right thing, and I think a lot of people.
Wow.
I think a lot of people in the higher tax brackets who are voting who are voting for. I don't even want to name political parties because I don't want to.
It doesn't really matter.
I don't want to pretend either political party actually has our best interests at heart. Yeah. I don't think either one does. But I think nominally it is the Republicans who want to lower taxes and especially on the wealthiest, and nominally the Democrats want to tax the wealthy. Yeah. I don't believe any of those fuckers, but I think a lot of people who vote. A lot of wealthy people who vote Republican think that the correct thing to do in a voting system is to do what you are incentivized for. So even them voting Republican, knowing that it helps them as a wealthy person and not somebody else, a poor person, even if they know that, they believe that is correct. That you should I know somebody.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they think. I think they actually drink the Kool-Aid. They believe all the rhetoric.
A lot of people believe the rhetoric.
I wish there was more voters out there knowing this is scummy to other people, but it's good for me, so I don't give a shit. I don't think many people are aware they're voting that way.
All the poor white people who voted for Trump, man. That's what Dave talks about.
Every one of those guys.
Yeah, the poor white people out in the countryside voting for Trump, thinking he has their best interests at heart. It's no, man. Come on.
I could chime in on that part.
Please.
More money, more problems. Son. And we'll leave it with that. Rest in peace, Biggie.
Yeah, he was a murderer too. Cancel Biggie.
Rest in peace, Biggie. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Everyone has their, everybody has their own self-interest, you know? What do you got else, Randy?
Yeah. Well, for news, that was kind of it. I mean, there's a couple other ones, but then I also wanted to. I had this note. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, yeah. This goes back to what you were saying about negotiating. Because I was talking about Jordan Peterson's book, which I got to pick up and read, the 12 Rules of Life, whatever it's called.
Sure.
But the basic thrust of this is a weird way to wrap it up, but it kind of dovetails everything we've been saying. The basic thing it says in it is there are two types of people. If you're very agreeable, you tend to be well liked, but your sort of ultimate success is measured by traditional measures, money, power, all that shit, are lower than someone who's less agreeable, but more demanding and more assertive, right?
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you guys, where do you guys think you lay on that scale? Because it goes to what you were saying about, you want to be good at comedy, but you're not a good negotiator, so you'll just take stage time and fuck.
I'm way too agreeable.
That's what I realized about myself. I'm the same way. I'm very much the same way.
But
where do you think you come down on that?
Ask Uri first, because I still don't understand the question. So
I'm way too agreeable.
So Jordan Peterson was saying that basically that people tend to be the most agreeable people tend to be well liked, but they don't reach as high a success level. They don't have as high pay and as many perks or whatever statistically as people who are less agreeable, more demanding and assertive and conflict oriented to get what they want, but they're less liked. So.
I just want to put.
Where do you think you fall on that spectrum?
I get that. Now I get it.
I just want to put an asterisk on it. I'm very agreeable in terms of for the most part. I don't tell people this is how it has to be and whatever. And I'm bad at negotiating all that. But one thing I disagree with, and I've noticed this in both as a maker of art or content or whatever you want to call it, and also in the professional world. I think if you delegate a task to somebody, it doesn't matter if you're working an office job and you task out to somebody to write a report, or if you're in a restaurant, you're having somebody cook something, or if you're in a podcast and you have somebody be your co-host and you're giving them a task. I think people do better when you give them more freedom to get it done themselves. So sometimes I'm agreeable by design. I had a dude make the music for my podcast. Okay. And I told him kind of what I wanted, and then I was like, just fucking go have some fun with it, enjoy it, and I think you're gonna get a better result doing that. So that's my one asterisk on that principle of being more demanding helps you get a better result.
I think just generally, I think people should kind of lower their expectations.
For you, for sure.
for me, definitely. But I think, the measure of success is it's on a spectrum with people.
Yeah.
So maybe in Jordan Peterson's eyes, he's measuring.
I think he's about the traditional compensation standpoint. Traditional measures, right?
Which is a materialistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the problem, in my opinion.
That's what I was going to go with it.
If you're basing it off, if you're basing your
the convenience factor. You know this about me.
Yeah.
I'll pay extra for convenience. Because I don't want to be bothered. I makes me a bad negotiator.
110% agree with you, right?
And now I'm broke, I can't do that. But that's also a great thing from it. If you know the way you react to it, you can see how other people, how that affects their behavior. So this person likes to take advantage, or this person doesn't, right? But I think as long as you're comfortable with knowing that I said, I'm gonna pay extra for convenience. I don't want to bother, so that.
You have to at some point in your life, in my opinion, have to identify the type of person that you want to be.
Yeah.
And what you accept.
Yeah.
And what you give off to the world. You know what I mean? So if you're a type of person that's just hey, this is how I am. I'm a person with a particular strategy to get to this end point, and if whatever repercussions I'm going to get, but I still end up getting to where I'm going to get to, then you just have to accept that.
If you're the ruthless type, you're just willing to suffer. You're just willing to take the lack of I guess, or maybe even lack the empathy to know that you did it the right way.
Yeah.
Like, I cut some corners, but I don't care.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I there's certain things things I don't give a shit about. If I can cut corners, I'll cut corners. I'm not up here moralizing that. But like, if I give a shit about something, I want to earn it legitimately. Like, I don't want to be. One of these people that just fucking,
because that
just fucking annoys everyone to get to squeeze your way up to the fucking top as fast as
fuck them.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter about them.
Yeah,
for me, it's about me. Like me.
Yeah, can I sleep myself?
Can I sleep at night?
Yeah.
Like I don't give.
Are you happy?
I don't give. Are you happy?
Are you happy?
Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I know fucking wealthy ass people. I know famous people, bro. I know celebrities. I have a spectrum of people that I know. There's a fucking pattern with all these people. You know what I mean? They're fucking not happy. Like, you know what I mean? They're not happy. Most of them are not happy because they're playing up to a fucking particular image. They're playing up to. They think, I have to fucking do this to get this.
They're trying to be the next thing.
The next thing.
They're always living in the next thing.
They're always in the next thing, bro. I see it. I fucking could read it, and I fucking I feel sorry for these people.
Yeah.
But the question is here. It doesn't matter how I feel about it.
How do they feel about it?
How do they feel about it
Yeah,
when they're behind closed doors and they're sitting in their head? I think there's people that could just block shit out and just can be desensitized to a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Just because they're seeing the rewards of that. You know what I mean? They're just fucking. They're getting money. They're getting power. They're getting admirations of many. For me, this is me. How I want to be. I want to be someone that has a balance where it's like, I have a strategy, a brand, an image I want to get to, the type of comedy I want to do, but also how do I connect with people? I want to be.
Yeah. And at what cost to yourself, like emotionally, like do I want to feel like an asshole, or do I want to feel like I didn't earn it, or whatever, Do I want to feel like I had to step on somebody else to get what I could have gotten on my own?
Yeah,
that's basically comes down to principle, like you said, there's ethics, morality. Where do people, I think experience. I think experience actually kind of helps you navigate through that. You know what I mean? How much experience in your life have you actually faced? I'm talking about real experience, bro. I'm not talking about shit that you were able to control because you're fucking a really smart person and you can
Well, thank you, Chase.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, just some deaths, just some tragedies.
You have to expect some type of shit in your life.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I mean, I'm never, ever going to get to the point of satisfaction like Uri did with fucking candles.
I know, sorry. You finished.
I was about to say that.
That's a great way to bring it. Dude, we did over 2 hours, dude.
Yeah, I noticed that.
This is a long one. I liked it. That was good.
Fun, man.
We jumped around. We got a little philosophical. We talked about weird sexual shit.
I need it. What were you going to say,
I didn't take a fucking single note during this.
All I was going to say was that when I was 18...
Oh, no.
All I wanted...
This better not be no
I was 18, I was a virgin, and all I wanted in the world at 18 was this is my own money, and I wanted some pussy.
And a butt plug.
And now that, I've had both those things, I'm good.
He's had $1 and one pussy, folks.
We'll see.
I'm all set, man.
All right. Well, I guess me and Randy knows where your fucking expectations are. How much we can.
Oh man, this is a good one. Dude. Thanks for doing this. This was fun.
Yeah, dude, that was a lot. This is a blast.
Yeah, man. Check out Uri's podcast. What's it?
Let Me Guess is the podcast, and the show is Sunday nights at the Green Briar in Brighton, 8 p.m. First Sunday of June. It's going to be these two guys on it.
Fucking one year, great room, and Uri's done a great job with it. Chase,
please follow us too, man.
That's right. Follow us at Ready Set Blow, at Randy Valero, at Chase Abel. Pretty much fucking everywhere.
Yeah, man.
That's all I got for this week, man. I'm fucking tired, dude. I've been traveling a lot, but
thanks for having me, guys. That was a ton of fun, man.
Oh, dude, thanks for coming on, dude. This is great.
Hell yeah.
Long overdue. All right, that's it for this episode, guys. We love you. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Agreeable podcast, you fucking bitch.